Supreme Rising, y'all. I hope y'all are having an amazing morning, y'all. Let me know what we got going on, y'all. I'm about to pull y'all up so I can see y'all, and then we gonna get right into the energy, y'all. I got a new deck, and I want to see y'all what we got going on. It's beautiful energy today, y'all. Today is about expansion and growth, y'all. Understanding that truth, y'all. Truth is imperative, right? It's about truth. Like understanding, y'all, this major transit today, July 2nd, y'all. 2026, child, somebody, you having a conversation with God? Y'all, the very first song, that thing says conversation with God. Oh, because somebody you stopped explaining. I could never make it up, y'all. Today's transit, y'all, is the truth bomb transit. That's literally what it's called, y'all. And you done explaining. Put that in the comments, y'all. Somebody, you say, I am done explaining. All right, y'all, let me get y'all pulled up on my other phone. I don't blame you, y'all. You know, at some point you do. Like at some point you do kind of get done explaining yourself to friends. You get done explaining yourself to family. That's the greatest decision you ever made, y'all. Like literally, because that's the greatest decision I've ever made. See, when you understand the desires of your heart can no longer be hidden, then you stop explaining yourself, y'all. That's all it is. All right. So welcome, y'all. Welcome in, y'all. Your greatest decision is going to be revealed in the truth, y'all, that all you had to do was stop explaining yourself, girl. Stop explaining yourself, y'all. How we doing, y'all, in the comments? And I can see y'all. I had to pull y'all up, y'all. Somebody, you say, I am done explaining myself, y'all. So let's get into today's energy, y'all. So today is all about breaking patterns, all right? The energy for today is about breaking patterns and finding sudden clarity, y'all, in your life and what it is that you desire for yourself, right? This is like the electric building up, y'all, of this Mars conjunct energy. And the Mars conjunct energy says this is Mars conjunct Uranus, by the way. All right. And this is really pushing us out of our comfort zones, right? You can't just be comfortable, y'all. Why? Because the truth is very uncomfortable. Always remember that. Grand Rising Rita, Grand Rising moderators. Hey, Marky. All right, y'all, 13 people. My favorite number. Oh, now we have 15. Hey, y'all, when y'all come in, just go ahead and double tap the screen, y'all. So when we understand, y'all, our truth, when they say the truth will set you free, y'all, it really will. Look, it really will, y'all. And somebody now, you got to understand there's a truth bomb that needs to either be dropped or delivered, child. So I'm going to tell you, if you've been biting your tongue or stuck in a relationship rut, right? Today is the day, y'all, that the truth is going to come out and things suddenly make sense. Somebody, it's going to make sense, y'all. I promise you. I promise you it will all make sense. All right. See, there are certain things that we have to wait on. Ooh, release. The first card out is release, y'all. What is that? A knife, y'all. Like sometimes you don't even understand. You still holding on to hurt, y'all. I have a very new deck, and this is the same energy. I just opened this deck this morning. And it is the knife, y'all. And it says what? Release. Somebody, you got to release the hurt. 42 could be significant. 4 and 2 is 6, y'all. 6 is harmony. Why? Put 777 in the comments, y'all. It's 721. 7 times 3 is 21. That's 777. Because this is your season. 14 people watching, y'all. Right? It's your season, y'all. And when you understand it's your season, the only thing that's holding you back is the need to shift. But somebody, you're shifting based on your faith. Someone's name could be Faith. Someone's name could be Ariel, right? But you are shifting your perspective because guess what? We all been hurt, y'all. Do we not understand, y'all, that most people stop themselves from their own blessings because they don't realize that, yeah, you've been hurt, but everybody has, y'all. Everybody has. And when you get to the point that you stop blaming either the person that hurt you, right, or blaming yourself, because guess what? Maybe you the backstabber, y'all. All have what? Fallen short. Stop playing, y'all. All have fallen short. All have done things, right, that we were not proud of. But somebody, you got to release it, whatever it is. Let's talk about it, y'all. So this shift, y'all, began to take place at about 1:11 a.m., y'all. That was when the moon began to conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. This was about deep, intense emotions that hit overnight. Somebody, you could have had profound dreams last night, is what I'm hearing. Like your dreams could have been very profound, y'all. This is a timeless message. All right. So whenever you come across it, right? But even today, y'all, right? Somebody, you could have had messages. Why? Because it's about your transformation. Beautiful. Beautiful, y'all. Right? Somebody, you have a deep intuitive knowing that you are transforming, y'all. This is an ending for a new beginning. This is the number 19. All right. 1 and 9, y'all. It's 10. 10 goes back to 1. Right? So somebody, this transformation is forcing you backwards, though. Somebody, you feeling a lot of sacral energy, y'all. That's that beautiful orange sacral color where you know that things have been out of balance, but now you have to restore your passion, y'all. And that starts with your dreams, y'all. And whether that's your nighttime dreams or simply your daytime dreams, y'all. Sometimes you got to be able to see what it is that you want. Because let me tell you, God is not going to bless you with something that you ain't never seen yourself having. Right? You woke up between 2 and 5. I woke up at 3:05, y'all. Because I always look at my clock. I was so restless. I got up at 3:05. I was like, let me go pee and go back to sleep, child. Right? So I say that to say, y'all, there is a lot of tug of war, right? Because it's this deep, intense emotions, right? And if you woke up, right, with a sudden realization about your life, trust it, y'all. Trust it. You could have woke up this morning. You say, you know what? This is what I want. This is what I desire. And all you just got to follow it, y'all. You just got to follow it. All right. Someone's name is Jack or Jackson, Jacqueline. All right. Wilder, JW could be someone's initials, y'all. So somebody, now you're understanding this energy cuts through the bullshit, y'all. And it gets you to the core of what you truly want. What do you want, y'all? All right. Now, there will be a slight midday shift, y'all. All right. Look, growth. Growth is what you want, y'all. Growth, right? So there's going to be a slight midday shift then, right? So about 1:02 this afternoon, y'all, the sun is conjuncting the moon, all right? It says a slight midday tug of war. Your heart wants freedom and space, which is the Aquarius moon, but your ego craves cozy, safe cuddles. Somebody, your ego want to be touched. Soft touches, y'all. Remember, that came out on the Lady Empath After Dark last night. Like somebody, your ego don't want to fight no more. It's like your ego is craving something soft, y'all. That is the energy. I don't make it up. I'm reading your daily astrology, y'all. And it's already posted on Discord. So if you want to see this and read it for yourself, it is under the Your Daily Astrology tab on the Discord, y'all. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you, y'all, now it's like your ego, it really does crave cozy, safe cuddles, y'all, because the sun is in Cancer. All right. So finding the balance between independence and intimacy is the key, y'all. You got to be able to find that balance, y'all. All right. So let's see what else. All right. We got water. Water. Somebody, you could be going through a water activation, y'all. What is that? Emotions. Emotions, y'all. Like somebody, you could be experiencing a lot of emotions because God is activating your intuition, y'all. Your intuition comes through your ability to feel. So I be telling y'all, when y'all be like, I've been crying a lot, I've been crying, that's good, y'all. That is God saying, okay, now that I have activated your emotions, now you can do what? Face your shadow. You can't face your shadow in fear. You have to face your shadow in emotion, y'all. Sometimes God have to break you down. It's 727. Right? 727. 7 is spirituality. 2 is decision making. And every decision that you make can either lead you closer to God or away from God. And at the point you shut your emotions down, right? Water, someone that's that Cancer sun energy, right? Now you are actually getting further away from God, y'all, not closer. Like you cannot shut your emotions down and then think that you can now get closer to God, because God is a feeling. God is an energy. So you cannot shut your feelings down, because now your inability to feel means that you also cannot feel God. And you make decisions, y'all, too, right, based on 7, which is what? Spirituality, right? That's balance. 44 people watching, y'all. Hey, if you're enjoying the content, y'all, please double click the screen. All right. I know sometimes we get busy. Y'all get to stopping by and y'all forget to double tap. All right. So please double tap the screen, y'all. All right. So let's get into it, y'all. So this evening, y'all, at 7:48, all right, the moon is sextiling Saturn. All right. After a day of revelations, because you're going to get revelations all day today, y'all. That is the energy. See, Leo, Venus, y'all. And Leo is also in Jupiter, right? The sun is in Cancer. The moon is in Aquarius. This is all communication and spiritual information and downloads, y'all. So you will, and you're going to understand what the pain taught you, y'all. It's lessons. Your channel song, The Pain Taught Me by Blue Monroe. All of this, y'all, is you understanding what all of the pain, what is that? Backstabbing, betrayal. What was it supposed to teach you? Right? What was it supposed to teach you? And that's all you're doing, y'all. And then you release it, y'all. You got to release the pain, y'all. Expansion cannot live where pain still resides. A ficky. I like that shit, God. Say that again, God. Hold on, y'all. It just be coming out. What did I say? Shit, right? Oh my God. Yes. Right? Expansion, y'all. Expansion and growth cannot live, right? Where hurt and pain still reside. You got to release it, right? If you want to expand and grow, right? If you want to expand and grow to where God wants you to go, 55 people watching, y'all. 55 is about change. If you really want change in your life, y'all, you got to release what's stopping the change. Think about it, y'all. We're going to see in a minute because I'm going to clarify that, y'all. All right. Double tap the video, y'all, if you are enjoying the content. All right. So this evening, y'all, it's a day of revelations. All right. And then the evening is going to bring an emotional stability. Emotional stability, y'all. What is that? Good fortune. In order for you to expand, y'all, you got to have emotional stability. You cannot expand, y'all, if you are unable to control your emotions. God told me that in a tub this morning, y'all. Because I told you we've been teaching on emotional mastery. And depending on the space you're in, you got to be able to master your own emotions, right? Every space is different, y'all. Y'all see my energy be different. I'll come on in the mornings and I'll teach, right? Because it's the teaching moment. Now, I might come on in the afternoons and cuss you out because, you know, it's fun, right? I might come on at night as a lady empath after dark and, you know, we might get a little frisky. Right? You got to understand your audience, y'all. And if you do not have the ability to master your emotions, you will flip out, y'all, at the most inappropriate time. How many times have y'all missed opportunities because you flipped out at the wrong time? Think about it, y'all. Because that's what the pain taught you. Right? Right? That's what the pain taught you, y'all. Where your audience is, y'all. All right. So, y'all, let's talk about it. The overall vibe is electric and revealing, y'all, with Venus in her passionate Leo, y'all. I told you. And the moon is chilling, y'all, in Aquarius, right? So we are craving grand cinematic love, child, but only if it allows you to be your weird, authentic self. Nobody wants to have to pretend, y'all. Everybody just want to be themselves. And that's what we should want, y'all. Like when you begin to grow and transform, you so happy, y'all. Gratitude. You are so happy somebody you burning a candle to show your gratitude, y'all. Because guess what? You have grown. Y'all, that thing says growth and gratitude. Transformation brings good fortune, right? But you had to release the emotions, y'all. Somebody's emotions have been pit up, but this is the shift. Say that, y'all, at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck, y'all, it says shift. Something is shifting, y'all, in this energy because I'm telling you, the overall vibe astrologically, y'all, is electric and it is revealing. All right. So guess what? You get what you want. The energy today is urging you to stop playing it safe. Many people, y'all, look, you have to start giving yourself flowers. Say that, God. Hello. That thing says, I gave myself flowers, but I am spoken her. I tell you, y'all, I love these AI artists because it's affirmations, y'all. It's encouragement. Now, let me tell you, our secular artists, we love them, y'all. They ain't affirming and confirming shit, y'all. They finna get you moving and grooving in your feelings, y'all. So that's why I say, y'all will see me switch up the music. For mornings, I'm doing most of these AR artists, right? In the afternoons, I do love songs and stuff, y'all. Because them love songs ain't teach you how to love yourself, right? Tank ain't show you how to give yourself flowers, right? They ain't do that, y'all. Somebody, you got a real gift. And even if it comes through AI, it's okay, y'all. AI has given people a platform who could have never had one before, y'all, ever, y'all, because some people will never get the opportunity just because of the world's judgment and condemnation. Sometimes the world judge and condemn people. Somebody, if you a king, because I'm seeing a man in my mind's eye, and you listening to me and you know you have skills, yet you just either don't fit it or you just don't want to be out there like that. Put your shit out under AI, y'all. Put it out under AI because it is some good information, y'all. And it's people who literally have a gift and a talent. But everybody don't want to be in no studio and that low vibrational shit doing lyrics. Do you know how low vibrational the secular world is, especially when it comes to hip hop? And if he's a man who really got some lyrics that mean something, then they want to either tell you a gospel artist or you a thug on the streets. Well, guess what? You ain't got to choose, sir. Put your stuff on AI. That's a message for somebody. Somebody, you could be a life path 7. All right, y'all. No more playing it safe. All right. No more playing it safe. All right. So this is the question, y'all. It's time for you to have that honest conversation that you've been avoiding. If you're single, y'all, break your usual type, right? Or try a totally unexpected date idea, y'all. Hey, Deja. Many people, y'all, we're going to get to the secrets of the ancestors to clarify, y'all, because a lot of times, y'all, look, 11 is at the bottom of the deck. Earth energy, y'all, and new moon. I saw this in the pre-shuffle, y'all. Something is going to be very significant about the next new moon. Hey, moderators, tell me the date of the next new moon. I got that message last night, y'all. It's something significant about this new moon where your life is actually going to look different, like much different, y'all. Like God told me much different by the new moon. And when you understand that, y'all, it's just something that you needed to learn now, right? Because moon cycles are about 14 days, right? 14, 15 days are the moon cycles, y'all. So you got to understand there is definitely something that you are supposed to learn now, y'all, because in the next 2 weeks, your life can look very different. Thank you, Marky. Y'all, what's 714? 777. Stop fucking playing. Hello. July 14th, y'all. Last time I checked, 7 and 7 was 14. Add that July on there, that's 777, y'all. That's what? Your lucky day. I don't know, y'all. I heard that energy last night. All right. The new moon is very significant. Somebody, you could be 45 years old. What sign is the new moon in? Probably Cancer, I would assume, because I think new moons are in the sun sign. All right, y'all, let's get into this energy, y'all. So it's time for you to have the honest conversations that you've been avoiding, y'all. So if you're single, break out of your usual type. All right. If you are coupled up, you need to do something out of the ordinary together, y'all, to spark the Mars Uranus excitement. If you align yourself with astrology, y'all, especially if you are in union, then you capitalize and you expand together. Why? Because God blesses covenant, y'all. And covenant ain't because you done went to the people and got married. Covenant means that you and this person have made a decision to come together in covenant with God to grow and expand. That's all a covenant is, y'all. Some of y'all are in covenants and you're not married, but you're in a covenant because you're in spiritual union, because you know that that's the person that God has for you. All right. Double tap the screen, y'all. I want to clarify release. All right. Because somebody lied. Look at her, y'all. Somebody, you mad. Girl, that thing say they lied, y'all. It's 77 people watching. That thing says they lied when they said blood is thicker than water. Stop playing. Hello, somebody. your channel song, and it's 7:37, y'all. Somebody, you could be 27 years old or born on the 27th or the 17th, y'all. This channel song says they lied when they said blood was thicker than water. What am I clarifying, y'all? Release. Backstabbing. See that knife? Somebody, all you had to do was release your family, y'all. I could never make it up. Why? Because Mother God is at the bottom of this deck, y'all. Stop playing. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you had to release it because you had to understand, y'all. God, Gaia is your mother, y'all. If you want peace and you want harmony, y'all, that thing says what? Mother God. Miracles in motion. Somebody, it's been your mama. I tell you, y'all, we have been teaching on mother wounds, father wounds, even just family wounds, y'all. It says they lied when they said blood is thicker than water. Somebody, you had to release your damn family, y'all. That's all it is, y'all. When you understand that you are becoming the monarch, y'all, think about monarchy, y'all. See, you got to understand the royal priesthood. And a lot of times, y'all, you don't understand the royal priesthood. If you are royalty, y'all, right? Monarchy, right? You have to see yourself as God sees you, which is what? Kings and queens, y'all, kings and queens. So when you understand it, this transformation, y'all, is transforming you into who you need to be. But it does not mean that everybody will be okay. Look, boundaries is at the bottom of the deck. Somebody could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, y'all. Air energy here as well. So somebody, you had to set what? Boundaries, y'all. Look, that thing is red. That's root chakra, y'all. That's family. That's foundation. Look at all of that red energy, y'all. So somebody, you had to understand something about yourself. Clarify transformation. Clarify transformation. Somebody, you had to say that shit, y'all. Somebody, you had to face your shadow. That was poetic justice, y'all. That thing says poetic justice, y'all. Somebody, your transformation is poetic justice. Poetic justice. Poetic justice. Hey, y'all, stop playing. That's the number 11, y'all. Put 1111 in the comments. That's the number 11, y'all. 1111 in the comments, y'all. You got to understand your poetic justice, y'all, is simply that. Understanding miracles in motion. Why? Because you are the miracle in motion. You are that miracle, y'all. Look, even at your lowest, y'all, that's your channel song. At my lowest. Somebody, you better than all of the people around you, even at your lowest. And that's what God needs you to understand, y'all. See, this is about your growth. Your transformation is about your growth, but you had to release, y'all. You have to, y'all, because somebody, this is a spiral. It's like you found yourself spiraling, circling round and round and round, y'all. That is a cycle. And you found yourself in some type of a cycle when God is saying that you need to transform. Why? Because your transformation is your poetic justice. You ain't got to prove who you are. I told you, y'all, you got to be done explaining. You got to be done explaining who you are. That is how you become a catalyst, y'all, to your own growth. When you stop and become what? Your own king. Say that, kings. Hello. The kings have entered the building, y'all. What is that? A patriarch. A patriarch. Why? Even at your lowest, king, you still a king. Hello. And what does the God say, y'all? The patriarch is what? Unapologetic. The patriarch, masculine energy. You have to be unapologetic. A king is a king, y'all. And let me tell you, a king is never liked. I'm going to tell you, y'all, look, Boo-Boo the Fool. There's a masculine energy, or the masculine collective in general, y'all. They're going through an activation, y'all. Water is out here with the Fool card, y'all. Boo-Boo the Fool. All right, somebody, this is an emotional time for you is what I'm hearing God say. 18 is very significant. Someone could be born on the 18th. See, this water card is the number 18, y'all. And 18 is really when a boy say, you know what, I'm grown. Girls wait till they 21, y'all. Most boys, number one, most boys, they really be out on their own, y'all, about the age of 16. Some younger than that. But 18 is when a boy be like, I'm a man, because I ain't got time for this shit, y'all. So somebody, there is a masculine, and whether this is you or the masculine energy in you or a masculine attached to you, this could be your husband, right? But whoever this person is, y'all, they are learning how to grow and just become what? Unapologetic, y'all. People don't like the kings because the kings be like, what? Off with your head. Kings don't have time for that, y'all. All right, you don't. So you have to be the foundation and the pillar of what it is that you want. Somebody, God woke you at 4 a.m., y'all. Stop playing. Look at that, y'all. That's 4 men on the cover of this song. Men, masculine energy, y'all. Say that shit. And if that thing say 4 a.m., somebody, you're going through your Saturn return. And sometimes y'all don't understand. See, most men feel like their whole life be falling apart, but it's not, y'all. It takes place around 29 to 33. And then another one takes place usually in their 50s, going into their late 50s, going into the 60s, y'all. That's when, and that's for men and women though, y'all. Men and women. So sometimes you feel like your whole life falling apart, and it's really not, y'all. It's God saying, hey, it's time to transition. Put 411 in the comments, y'all. That's the 411. This song is 4 minutes and 11 seconds long, y'all. This is your 411. And God wake you up every morning at 4 a.m. God wake you up every morning at 4 a.m. And God is trying to tell you, hey, right, it's time for you to make a decision, y'all. This is based on the solar system, lunar. I'm saying lunar, y'all, lunar, right? That's moon energy. Somebody, God is trying to tell you, you got a lot of good fortune. This is the number 13. Y'all stop playing. You know my birthday on the 13th. That card says good fortune. Good fortune, y'all. Somebody, you got a lot of good fortune. You just got to be able to trust God, y'all. Somebody, you could be 37 years old. See, it's 744, y'all. 7 is stability, but 4 is a foundation. God cannot give you the foundation that you want until you do what? Build your relationship with God. Hey, y'all, if y'all are enjoying the content, please double tap the screen. All right, I have 91 people watching, 47 thumbs up. All right, double tap, y'all. Look, because that is the root of water. I can never make it up. What did I say, y'all? We're clarifying water. See, the root of all water. See, the divine feminine knows that, y'all. See, good fortune says what? The root of water. That is the divine feminine energy. We understand that, y'all. Every divine feminine understands that being highly sensitive is what? Good fortune. I can never make it up. Hold on, y'all. I got to put that together because it is, y'all. And that's what most people do not understand. Good fortune is based on your ability to feel, right? Because God is a feeling. And sometimes if God say, hey, take that job, it's going to be the best thing you ever did. And you done shut off your feelings, right? So now, should I take that job? I don't know if I trust these people. I don't know, God. These people seem shady. Well, what if this ain't for me? Now you got a million questions. Why do you have a million questions? Because you have not healed the shadow that will not allow you to listen to the fact that you have a third eye. Somebody, you are a healer, but you got to face your shadow, y'all. Thank you, love. Thank you, Unbothered Empress. Right? You got to face your shadow, y'all, of why you cannot trust your intuition. Why? Because that is your power, y'all. That is your power, especially as the divine feminine and the divine masculine. That's your power, y'all. Why? Because that's God. Someone could be 32. Somebody, you're a healer, right? But you're learning how to face your shadows because that is your power, y'all. That is your power. And when you understand that, you will start being more open to your emotions. Root of water, highly sensitive, good fortune. What's gratitude? All right, let's clarify gratitude, y'all. Welcome to the live, y'all. Thank you for the follows. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. I'm live every morning for your daily astrology, love, life, relationship, and guidance. However, y'all, these messages are timeless. So whenever you come across a reading, always make comments, y'all, and let me know how you like it, y'all. All right, because we do these live, y'all, but it is people that watches if they watch the video. Somebody, you had to realize one thing. You have been covered all the time. Say that, God. What is this? The ancestral force. The ancestral force, y'all. Your channel song is covered the whole time. Somebody, you've been covered the whole time. And you just had to realize that. Thank you, Alera. It says covered the whole time, y'all. Somebody, you could be 39 years old or 54. Why? Who covering you? Your ancestors. So God says, give thanks, y'all. Gratitude. Somebody, you need to light a candle for your ancestors. Look at that candle, y'all. Somebody, you need to light a candle for your ancestors, because this light has been guiding you the whole time. The whole time, y'all. The ancestors have been guiding you. But sometimes you over here trying to listen to your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your family, and you need to listen to the ones that have already passed away, because those ones, at least the ones of your highest good, right? Your ancestors of light, right? They will guide you, y'all. But you had to release, y'all, the ties, right? That bound you, right? And it has something to do with your own family healing, y'all. And when you begin to see that for yourself, then guess what? You're no longer holding yourself hostage. Somebody, you've been holding yourself hostage. Let me tell you what that looks like, y'all. A lot of times, right? You feel like you don't have people, right, around you. You need help with your children. You need help with daily life. You know what, whatever it is, y'all, that's real, right? So sometimes you don't understand that if you allow, look, nature spirits at the bottom of the deck, y'all. If you allow God to direct you on the decisions that you need to make, then you don't need to depend on no toxic family, y'all. A lot of times you feel like God ain't got it covered. So now you start making decisions outside of the will of God. Why? Because when you begin to transition in your life, y'all, you don't want certain people around you, your children. You don't want it, y'all. You'll cut everybody off. What's mother God and release? What's mother God and release? Let's clarify it, y'all. Sacred security. Say that, y'all. When you understand that God has the ability to keep you safe, you don't be around people, y'all. A lot of times you feel refuge in family. They're my family. They're my people. And them same people, y'all, are the ones that are hurting you deeply, deeply hurting you, y'all. Deeply. And when you understand that, it says, trust that you are divinely supported, and let your spirit settle into the knowledge that the universe is your creator. Why? Because God had you covered the whole time. Because I could never make it up. I told you, y'all, my car is always going to match the message, because I'm a messenger, not a reader. Right? So you got to understand, y'all, the knowledge of the universe is how you ground yourself in this sacred truth. You are always provided for. Hello. That is the sacred truth, y'all. You are always provided for. Mother God, y'all, it says miracles in motion, but you had to release anyone who was hurt and backstabbed you, y'all. All you do, when you keep people around, oh, because y'all read the Bible, and y'all be talking about, well, God knew that, Jesus knew that Judas was among him, but Jesus also got on that cross and let all their asses go. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you, if you want to go Bible, I'll go toe to toe with you, y'all. I'm ordained. I've gone through theology school. I've pastored. I've done all of that. I'll go toe to toe, right? Because at some point, Jesus walked away from everybody and took his ass back to God. You need to go back to God. At some time, you gonna say, you know what, I'm done. Poetic justice, y'all. At some point, you gonna say, you know what, I'm done with it all. I ain't got to be with none of y'all. I just need one person. We don't need no followers, right? You don't need no followers. You don't need no disciples. You don't need all of them people, y'all. All you needed is to get your ass over there in this transformation, right? Transformation is your poetic justice. Clarify poetic justice with transformation. Why? Because now you have become the infinite self, kings. This is a masculine message today, y'all. This is motivational for the kings. And of course, queens, we always can feel it, right? We always can feel it. But I got a lot of masculine energy, y'all. So a lot of the kings, they're getting poetic justice because their transformation is their justice, y'all. When you are a man and you have come out of certain circumstances in your life and you now become unapologetically you become the patriarch of your family. Many men did not have men, fathers, right? So you are your legacy, and your legacy is not your mama, sister, cousin them. Your legacy is your children and the queen that you take on to be able to build the legacy together. But somebody has to be able to see you. This is a man's message today, y'all. That thing say can't find me. Can't find me, y'all. They got to not be able to find you, sir. Right? Because you got to be able to find you. Thank you, love. All right. So somebody, you got to understand. Thank you, Dan. I love it. Thank you, sir. All right. You got to be able to find you. When masculine energy become one with self, now you become the patriarch, y'all. So stop looking at the fact that you didn't have a daddy. Somebody was depressed on Father's Day. Sat around depressed because you ain't got a daddy when you are the best daddy you never had, y'all. You become what you never had. If you ain't had no mama, you be a hell of a mama, y'all. When I tell you my most prized gift in this world are my kids, because I am a great mama. Now that's something can't nobody ever take away from me. Why? Because it shows up in my kids. I have great kids. My kids ain't never been in trouble. My kids are productive citizens. I just had my first grandbaby and my daughter is 26. So we didn't have no damn kids at 16, 17, and 18, right? I am 50 and now I am a Gigi. That is appropriate timing, y'all. So when you raise your children the way that you were not raised, right? You have a legacy. Your legacy, kings, are built on your children, the life you create for yourself. That is your poetic justice. Stop trying to prove to your friends and families who you are and just transform. It's transformation, y'all. You don't have to prove to people who you are. You just got to transform. It says the path to abundance is not about acquiring more, but about uncovering the infinite potential within you. Because I'm going to tell you, kings, if you feel like you just want more to prove yourself, if I get this amount of money, then they going to respect me. If I get this amount, then no. When you know who you are, God is going to give you infinite abundance regardless. But if you're trying to get it to prove to others who you are, God ain't going to never give it to you. God ain't going to give it to you. Because if you're trying to get riches and blessings just to prove to other people that you the man, you're going to go get it like Diddy them. Y'all stop playing. Thank you for the GG. Right? You're going to go get that shit like Diddy them, y'all. Broken men that want abundance but don't do the healing work, they be R. Kelly. They be Diddy. Right? They be the men that actually have great potential and high creative abilities, right? But they didn't want to do the healing work. So then they start lying, cheating, and stealing and doing all of that nasty stuff, y'all. So masculines, y'all got to become one with your infinite self. That's how you manifest, y'all. It says you will discover that your true self is limitless, capable of manifesting everything that you have envisioned. But that comes through your transformation. That's your poetic justice. Not because you can go get it how you live. Because everybody that get it how they live, they fall on that same damn sword. And you are your legacy, y'all. So let's be clear. Diddy ain't got no legacy. I don't care, y'all. If that man get out of jail and just keep doing that same shit, he ain't got no legacy. That shit is tarnished. Think about it, y'all. Some men's legacies are tarnished. Even Bill Cosby, y'all. I don't know what Bill Cosby did was true or not, but I know his legacy is tarnished. Why? Because you're going to Google that shit, y'all. Right? So you got to understand a man's legacy is his reputation. So if you do the healing work, God is going to give you so many riches that will be untarnished. Don't nobody want no tarnished riches, y'all, because if you make a bad reputation for yourself, what you want to be known for, Epstein or Obama? Hello. You going to be known as Epstein or Obama, right? Because that's a real legacy. Beautiful kids, beautiful queen. Can't nobody say shit about them. Can't nobody tear their stuff down, y'all. All right, somebody, you're becoming a patriarch. And God is saying you got to be unapologetic about it, y'all. All right, you got to be unapologetic about it. Why? Because you've been here before, y'all. All of this is what? Familiar territory. I could never make it up, y'all. That thing says familiar territory. It says the path you have always walked is not necessarily the path that leads you to your highest potential. How many people say that every day? How many of us say that every day? Well, I've been doing it this way. Well, I've done this before. I've been here before. Just because you've been here before doesn't mean that God ever wanted you to return. Hello. Hello, right? That does not mean that God ever wanted you to return, y'all. I love that, Plex. Say that shit, Plex. That thing says become an asset and not a liability. And y'all know I don't even look at the comments unless God say, look up, y'all. Say that. I love that, y'all. Somebody, you just need to get away. Look at your channel song, y'all. Somebody, you need to get away. Y'all, I channeled that last night. Remember, the Lady Empath After Dark message, y'all, last night. It said what? Getaway. It's 88 people viewing, y'all. All right, 888 is about balance, y'all. The number 888, 88 is abundance, y'all. But you need balance, y'all, to create abundance in your life, y'all. Double tap the screen, y'all, if you have not liked the video. All right, let's get to over 100 thumbs up, y'all. All right, so somebody, you've been doing this the same way, though. It says the path you have always walked is not necessarily the path that leads to your highest potential. If you are saying because it's all you've known, ask yourself, is this truly where you meant to be? How many people do that, y'all? This is about breaking patterns, y'all, and paving your own way. That's where your expansion is, y'all. But you got to choose the direction. That's what the energy is. You got to choose the direction of your expansion. The universe is facilitating it and helping it, right, with Leo and Venus, right, and Jupiter. That's expansion, y'all. And it's really 13 months of expansion, and it's going to keep going for 12 years, y'all. That is astrology. That's God. Y'all be listening to dumb stuff. God made the heavens and the earth, and God made man. Man, meaning men, started listening to the Bible and stopped listening to God, y'all. Men got a connection to God. You are God, y'all. Right? And when you understand that God is an energy that is within you, then you won't keep going down that same path, y'all. Somebody, you've been down the same path a few times, is what God is saying. And you keep just saying, right? Well, it's all I know. It's all I know. No, it's all you allowed yourself to know. That's it, y'all. It's all you allow yourself to know. If you move, expand your vision. Do you know, y'all, you limit your children by the place you live? It's easy, y'all. You do. I chose the area I live in because of the schools, because I wanted my kids to have a better opportunity. Y'all got to stop sending y'all kids to the hood schools just because y'all went there. I went to a hood school, but the hood schools in 93, right? Even the hood schools in 2000, y'all, was very different than the hood schools now. My teachers cared. These people don't care, y'all. So stop saying, well, that school was good enough for me. Yeah, because you had good teachers. These teachers don't care about these damn kids, y'all. Move your kids to an area where they will have the best possibility to grow and be great people, y'all, because you are not doing your children a favor by sending them to the hood. That's stupid, because now they're being bullied. Or let me tell you, even if they ain't being bullied, y'all, because my kids are my kids. People don't bully my kids because I don't play that shit, right? But they ain't getting the best education. Why? Because everybody else in the class cut the fuck up. Stop playing. Everybody in class cutting up. Your kid can't even learn. And then you wonder why your child is behind everybody their age. Because they sit in a classroom full of fools. Y'all, look, boo-boo the fool. And that's what we about to clarify. Boo-boo the fool, y'all. Because they sitting in a classroom full of fools. And now your kids can't even get the education they deserve because you choose to keep them in some low vibrational, poverty-stricken school, y'all. Because poverty-stricken towns have poverty-stricken schools. And sometimes you have to relocate, y'all. I lived in Atlanta, and I did not like the Atlanta school systems. I'm from Central Florida. Them school systems were horrible, y'all. Thank you, Shisa Diddy. Them school systems were horrible. So when I decided to move back to Florida, I didn't look based on city. I looked based on schools, y'all. Because I said, I want my kids to have the best education. Where did we move first? St. Augustine. The whitest white place you can think of in Florida. Do you think I cared that it was a white city? No. St. Johns County got the best school system. And guess what happened, y'all? My kids got the best education. So guess what? When I moved here to Central Florida, where did I move? Seminole County. Hello. Best school zones. We're not doing that, y'all. You're preparing your children for a future. That's what matriarchy and patriarchy is, y'all. Somebody, you need a reset. Your channel song is Sunday Reset, y'all. Possibilities, y'all. Let's clarify. All right, let's clarify this possibilities, y'all. So somebody, God is now trying to show you what's possible, y'all. Look, selfless abundance, y'all, but there's a conflicting desires. They came out together, y'all. Literally, God is trying to show you what selfless abundance looks like, but you got to make the decision, y'all, because there is conflicting desires. I could never make it up, y'all. That thing says conflicting desires create a split in your energy, diluting your creative power. Consider what you truly want and align your heart, mind, and spirit, y'all, with one clear vision. When your inner world is unified, your outer power is amplified. That's selfless abundance, y'all. True abundance is when your cup overflows, allowing you to give generously to others when your energy is no longer consumed, y'all. Your self-survival and personal maintenance, you will be positioned to help yourself. Help yourself. I go get massages and spa days to help myself, right? Kings go to the gym and go work out to help themselves, y'all. Somebody, you got to get in the gym. You got to go work out. You got to go to the spa. You got to be able to do things, y'all, that allow you to feel good about you. That is where abundance lies, y'all, not with your damn family. You don't feel good about you because you stopped pouring into yourself a long time ago. I posted that today on my follow me, y'all, on Facebook, the Lady CPA. I posted something about that today on my Facebook, y'all, where it says how you look when you pouring out to others and you're not pouring out to yourself. All right. So for my business profiles, y'all, it's the Lady CPA on Instagram and Facebook, y'all, because somebody, look, you got to pour out. That is the root of water, but it's pouring into yourself first, y'all. Look, she's standing in water. Standing in water, y'all. You got to learn how to pour into yourself, right? That's where your good fortune lies. Clarify that. Clarify good fortune. Yeah, look, desperate decisions. Don't make no desperate decisions, y'all. I tell you, that's when you make the worst decisions. Did we not say that? Somebody, you feel like you just need to do something. You just need to do something. Somebody, you got to slow down because you make bad decisions. It says actions taken from a place of fear or desperation rather than inspiration may yield undesirable results. Before proceeding on your journey, examine your motivations, y'all, and shift your energy as needed. All right, y'all, we're going to go to the tarot and clarify, because somebody, you got to make the decision, but you cannot do it out of desperation, y'all. There are an ancestor, look, completion. This is the world card, y'all. Your ancestors have already completed some type of cycle for you, y'all. And I don't feel like you have to worry about it anymore. It's like there's all, like God is saying you can just have gratitude, y'all. Yeah, yes, y'all. Somebody, God said you moving on. Stop playing. That thing say moving on, y'all. Somebody, it is. It's time for you to move on past whatever this is, y'all. The song, y'all, that thing say moving on. Why? Because now you have divine intelligence, y'all. God always gonna tell you when to walk away. Literally, y'all, moving on is your channel song. 276 could be significant. That's divine intelligence, y'all. Somebody, now you listening to God. That's what I heard, y'all. Now you listening, right? You might not have been listening before, y'all, but somebody, you have literally changed your perspective. You listening to God, y'all. Look at that. That moon energy. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you listening. It says divine intelligence knows no boundaries, y'all. It reaches beyond space-time and guide you with infinite precision, y'all. Trust that this higher wisdom is orchestrating the perfect path for you, even if you cannot see the full picture in this moment. Somebody, you just don't see it yet, but it don't mean that God ain't working, y'all. That's crazy. I got an ancestor message about that last night, y'all. And the ancestral force is out here. I got a message from my own spirit guides, my own grandma last night. And she said, don't worry about it. You don't see it, but I'm working some shit out. And I said, okay, grandma, because I damn sure don't see it. But okay, right? And grandma say, don't worry about it. I am working it out. And I just have to trust my ancestors, y'all. All right. So let's see what is going on. What do we need to know? Somebody, you had to set boundaries. All right. Because I got air energy out here. All right. And then I have boundaries. I got a Knight of Pentacles coming out, y'all. So somebody, this is masculine energy. All right. I got a Knight of Pentacles. Somebody, I feel like you either feel things are moving slowly in your life, right? Or you are attached to someone who is moving very slow. Yeah, temperance is here though. I feel like somebody is trying to find boundaries. Like somebody, you're beginning to understand that maybe you needed time to pour into yourself. Somebody, you could be drinking Starbucks. I heard a oat milk latte. I don't even drink that, y'all. I heard oat milk latte, child, or one of them damn lavender drinks. Somebody, you could be a barista. But I feel like you had to sit down, y'all, and begin to really examine what it is that you want. See, somebody, you've been on the run a lot, y'all. Knight of Swords is here. Somebody, you've been taking a lot of action. You've been running. You've been doing a lot, y'all, yet you feel like things are still moving slow. Somebody, you need to read a report. I'm seeing somebody reading some type of report, but you got to don't let it pile up, y'all. Like a lot of times we let stuff pile up. There's a masculine that's carrying a lot right now, y'all. Somebody, you need temperance. This is man energy. Like the divine feminine, you coming in as temperance, but the masculine is coming in as a Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands. So somebody, air energy, y'all. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? Knight of Pentacles is here as well. So somebody is very grounded, y'all. Look, nature and spirits, right? Nature and spirits is here, but you carrying a burden, y'all. Somebody, you got too much. Look at you. Boy, you look frustrated. Why? Because men cry different, y'all. I could never make it up. Look at this man. I love my spirit guides, y'all. And that's why people don't like real gifts. See, a real gift will help heal people, y'all. I'm a healer. I don't need to read no damn tarot cards. I heal people, y'all. And somebody, you are carrying a lot. Ten of Wands, y'all. That thing says men cry different. The heart of a man. See, let me tell you something, y'all. If you have a man in your life, y'all, it's 808. 8 is manifestation. 0 is the void, though. If you carrying burdens like this and you trying to manifest something with God, God said you got to drop the burden first, y'all. Manifestation cannot come where burdens lie. Manifestations cannot come where burdens lie, y'all. So somebody, you are carrying all of this burden and now you need to take action, y'all. And this has something to do with communication. What's the Knight of Swords here? Somebody needs to communicate. Like they're carrying a burden, y'all. Yeah, somebody got to make a decision. The Seven of Cups is in reverse, y'all, with the Page of Pentacles. Somebody may want to rebuild, y'all. I'm getting a lot of barista, a lot of coffee energy, y'all. All right. So I'm telling you, y'all, somebody really, I heard espresso. That means fast, y'all. Somebody want that shit fast and strong. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody was studying long. You study long, you study wrong, y'all. So somebody, there's a masculine in your energy. Somebody wants to start over. It says men cry different, y'all. Page of Pentacles. Somebody wants to come in and offer you something, child, but you don't. I don't know, girl. Woo, child. I don't know. I think you might be done, y'all. You over here crying, child. That thing say 5 of Pentacles. Somebody. This person left you out there in the cold, y'all. I don't know. Somebody was over here building a pinnacle, y'all. All right, Page of Pentacles, y'all. 5 of Pentacles. What is that? 6 Pentacles, y'all. So I feel like whoever this person is, though, honestly, I feel like they've been working to give equally. 6 of Pentacles is about equal give and take, y'all. So I feel like there's a divine feminine who is, right? You upset. You and your 5 of Pentacles, child. You crying a little bit. You feel like everyone is leaving you, though, because I'm seeing like a crowd of people. And the crowd of people are like going in one direction and you still standing there. So it's like you feeling like you want your life to move forward, but it's not moving forward in the way that you want it. And that is because you got a masculine who is carrying burdens, or this is you. Take it how it resonates, right? This may not be a relationship. If you're single, God is saying that you got to look at what it is that you are carrying so that you can make the decision to come out of some type of financial hardship. Right? If you are in a relationship, y'all, then this is about a masculine who has to be able to understand that they are carrying some type of burden. And now you feel like you've been left out, but you in the 9 of Pentacles, y'all. The 9 of Pentacles is here. So I feel like God wants you in this place, y'all. You got to enjoy your life. Girl, look at that card. That thing is beautiful, y'all. Right? That thing is beautiful. And when you understand that, y'all, you're building something beautiful. Hey, a quick break, y'all. Welcome to the live, y'all. In case you are new, I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. I'm live every morning at 7:15 for your daily guidance, astrology, love, life, and relationship, even though these messages are timeless. So whenever you come across it, it is meant for you at this time, y'all. All right. Now, I want you to join us, though, on next Thursday, y'all. I am hosting a workshop. I am a healer. I am a speaker, y'all. I love what I do. I love reading cards because they're beautiful. I'm an artist. I love the artwork. I love everything creative, y'all. But to the core of who I am, I'm a healer. All right. So I am hosting a trauma workshop. Thank you, Shantae, on next Thursday. All right. This trauma workshop, y'all, is for you to identify the relationships in your life, y'all. And is it a trauma bond or is it something God desires you, y'all? And many of us have trauma bonds, honestly, with family, y'all. It's family. Right? Some of the relationships, right? But it's early on because you meet certain people, y'all, and y'all connect through your hurt, the heart of a man. Let me tell you, men, if you have ever opened your heart to a woman, right, and she hurt you, you know that's a trauma bond, y'all. And you stayed, right? She done cheated on you. Y'all cheat on each other. Y'all do all of that low vibrational shit. You cussing her out. She cussing you out. That's a trauma bond, y'all. All right, so let's get back into the message. So, Divine Feminine, I feel like you in the Nine of Pentacles over here, and your person is seeing that they want to be there with you, y'all. King of Cups. Like somebody, I told you, y'all, somebody, y'all need a vacation. Somebody, you just need to be able to sit back and see what's going on, y'all. Yeah, see, I got Justice, y'all. Eight of Wands, King of Swords, the Six of Cups, y'all. So somebody, poetic justice. What did I say, y'all? Poetic justice. That's alignment, y'all. Right? Alignment. 8/13, y'all. My birthday. That's justice. Somebody, you finna get justice. Because why? The Eight of Wands is out here, y'all. With justice, stop playing, y'all. Somebody wants to say, they want to look, they want to just throw it all up in the air and go on vacation. Look, y'all, this man at the office talking about, look, I can either carry all of these burdens right here, right? Or I can just throw all of this in the air, child, and we can go on vacation. I'll take the vacation for 1,000, Alex. Somebody you say, I'll take the, yeah, y'all, Kalani featuring Kevin Gates. Somebody, your man, a Kevin Gates fan? Your channel song, y'all. Kalani featuring Kevin Gates. I love it, y'all. Which song is this? I can't see the title of it, though. Addiction, I think it says. Addicted. I can't see the name of it, y'all. It ain't coming up. I don't know, y'all. Your person is looking, though. Look, look. You tell me y'all ain't. Don't this look like Kalani in this damn Five of Pentacles, y'all? Stop playing. Look, you over here crying in the Five of Pentacles. All right, y'all. Y'all need to have a conversation. So there's definitely something going on in the energy here, y'all, where God is sending divine intelligence, y'all. Somebody need a break. Show me the King of Cups. Yeah, Seven of Swords. And somebody is deceiving themselves, y'all, into thinking that they're not open emotionally, y'all. The King of Cups with the Seven of Swords. What is this energy? Yeah, Four of Swords. Somebody up at night, y'all. I'm talking about all night, and you don't even know it. And that's why the ancestors are saying, don't believe what you see, y'all. Divine intelligence is here. Don't believe what you see because this energy is very different, y'all. Look, somebody's showing up in the Seven of Swords, Four of Swords, y'all. But that's 11 swords. What is that? Justice. That's 11 swords, y'all. This person actually does want to spend time, y'all. King of Cups. Someone is actually very emotionally intelligent, y'all. But they show up in the King of Cups, King of Swords, which is actually great for a man, y'all. And I'm going to tell you, you don't want no man in his damn feelings, y'all. You want a man that can balance it, right? So the King of Cups, King of Swords is beautiful energy, y'all. Why? Because most masculines, when they are going through their process, y'all, of awakening, they show up in the King of Pentacles first. What is that? Money, wealth, right? King of Wands, child. What is that? Because they're overly sexual, because they're great looking men. Hello, right? So they show up in the King of Wands, King of Pentacles. But once you go through your awakening, y'all, you got to get here. And if your masculine is not able to embrace communication, because that's what the King of Swords is. The King of Swords is going to say what they say and mean what they mean. But they also have to embrace the King of Cups, y'all, which is emotional empathy. Why? Because you can't be mean to her. Nobody want to hear that shit. I don't know why y'all think being mean going to get y'all any response from a real queen. You be mean and you just going to get cut off, y'all. That's justice. Ain't nobody finna have you talking crazy, y'all. So most men don't understand. If you are a real king, guess what, y'all? They lead every day at work. Every day. Real kings be at work. They lead. They in the C-suite. They CEOs, CFOs, whatever, right? So they take on this leadership role. But when you get your ass home, y'all lead together. Don't come over here with that bullshit, y'all. So somebody has got clarity, y'all. Why? Because there's a tower. Because you over it, y'all. Stop playing. There's a tower that's taking place, y'all, in somebody's union, y'all, because your person has gotten clarity that what we doing here, y'all. Because let me tell you, your person is a hard worker. right? But you cannot spend time every day, y'all. Like we go through this every day. I honestly get sick of it, but that's life, y'all. And I talk real life and relationships. Real life and relationships, y'all. Because somebody you've been waiting a long time. Somebody you ain't got a gift and God knows when. That's what I just heard God say. Look at that. Like somebody you owe your person about 4 gifts. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 presents, y'all. Somebody you ain't got a gift for your birthday, Christmas, Valentine's. You don't get shit, y'all. Somebody owe you a lot. That thing say 4 cups, y'all. Like you standing over here, you ain't even had a good date. Because going to the bar is not a date, y'all. The bar is here. Going to the bar ain't no date. So somebody now, there's a tower moment that's taking place so that this masculine can receive some type of clarity, y'all. All right, let's clarify, y'all. Let me clear some of this out. Welcome to the live, y'all. I am the Lady Empath, 1111, y'all. Seems like we are getting into relationship, y'all. So let me see what is going on now. Somebody, you got a masculine who's gotten some type of clarity because I feel like you over it. Y'all, look, because Proverbs 22:17 and 19, or 17:29. Proverbs 22:17 through 29. I don't even know what that verse says, y'all, but it just came up. Thank you, Shantae. Somebody give me a synopsis of Proverbs 22, right? That's what the channel song is, y'all. It says Proverbs 22:17 through 29. So somebody going through something, y'all. With this song right here coming out, y'all. Somebody have safe travels. I saw safe travels at the bottom of the deck, y'all, over here. So if you are traveling, safe travels, y'all. Speaking of, meet me in the U.S. Virgin Islands, y'all, in St. Thomas, the Lady Collective, y'all. We will be in St. Thomas September 18th and 19th for the Economic Development Conference of the U.S. Virgin Islands. If you are a business person and you want to expand your business into the U.S. Virgin Islands, I will be speaking at an economic development conference in the Virgin Islands. I told you, y'all, I am a healer. I do everything. I don't just do this, right? I'm a healer in real life. I heal people business. I heal people business, y'all. I'm a CFO, CPA consultant. All right. Y'all just have to follow that side of me at the Lady CPA. We are taking on clients now. If you need a good account, and go and hit up the firm now. All right. Let's get into this energy, y'all. So there's a masculine, y'all. Ace of Swords. Someone has gained some type of clarity. What's this Ace of Swords? What's the Ace of Swords? Knight of Cups, y'all. Ooh, but you hurt, y'all. 3 of Swords. All right, you got a masculine, y'all, who's gained some type of clarity with the Ace of Swords about what it is that they want, y'all. Knight of Cups. Somebody wants to offer you an invitation, go out, y'all. Somebody is very charming. Somebody wants a commitment, y'all, but you hurt. Y'all, heartbreak is here. Like somebody you hurt. Like you, I heard, I don't want to hear it, y'all. So somebody, I don't know. I feel like this person has done something to hurt you, and I don't know how open you are. All right. What's the 3 of Swords for my divine feminine? So somebody you feel like this person has hurt. Girl, you tired. Say that shit, y'all. Somebody you at your desk like this. Somebody, I cannot make it up. Somebody you at your desk talking about, I am so tired, y'all. All right, y'all. Somebody you in the 3 of Swords. You over it, y'all. What's the 3 of Swords with the 9 of Wands? Because this damn burdens, y'all, this shit came out again. I could never make it up, y'all. Somebody you tired. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. That's 19 Wands, y'all. You feel like you carrying everything. But now somebody sees it, y'all. 19 is the sun. So I feel like now somebody sees that you hurt, y'all. Somebody was doing this, right? So they couldn't see that you was like this. That's what I'm seeing God show me, y'all. Like somebody had so much stuff on their plate that they couldn't see how tired you were, y'all. That's not fair, though. Right? Kings and queens, that's not fair. As men, y'all cannot let y'all burdens get y'all so overwhelmed that you can't see that she's overwhelmed too, y'all. I teach on divine partnership. And some people don't like it, y'all. You know, we get people in the comments talking about, why are you talking about love? Why? Because love is the greatest energy on earth. Love, frequency. Love is the highest frequency, y'all. So if you cannot listen to a love reading, you got a whole lot of hate in your heart, y'all. Because I'm going to tell you, even if you single, you should be able to say, damn, I can't wait till that's my turn. But if you listen to a love reading and you bitter, it's because your ass still hurt and you need to heal that shit because God ain't going to send you in nobody. And I believe in God, and I believe in unity consciousness, and I believe that the one should always come together to be two so that you can build a legacy. And some people don't believe that way, y'all. And I don't care what people believe. What's the Knight of Cups? All right, clarify the Knight of Cups. The Fool, y'all. Somebody feel like you finna run away, child. Stop playing. Yeah, somebody feel like you finna run away, y'all. Somebody want to bring you an offer because they feel like they know you on your journey and you about to run away, y'all. Why? Because the Two of Swords. You've been sitting here for a long time, y'all. Somebody, you've been sitting at this damn desk waiting on this man for a long time. And you over here talking about where you at, sir? Where you at? Is you gonna come bring me this offer or what? But you over here in indecision, y'all. So I feel like your indecision or you being in this Two of Swords, you just don't even see what's coming, y'all, though. That's what I'm hearing. Like somebody, you don't really see what's coming. All right, show me this Two of Swords on the Divine Feminine. What's the Two of Swords here? Butterfly. I told you, you don't see what's coming, y'all. Somebody is changing. That's growth, y'all. That's growth. It says evolving and growth. Somebody, you finna in a whole new phase, y'all. Somebody had to heal their inner child, though, and release the past, y'all. That thing says healing inner child and release the past, right? So you are already on your journey, Divine Feminine. You showing up as the Fool. Somebody, you got a poodle, a toy poodle, or a Shih Tzu, a small dog, y'all. So somebody, you are now on your journey and you were sitting over here feeling like you needed to make a decision, but you don't have to make a decision, y'all. Your person is actually growing and they have clarity, y'all. The Ace of Swords is here. All right, but you in the Four of Cups, y'all. All right, clarify the Four of Cups. Somebody needs to bring you something, though, y'all. I'm talking about, I see gifts out here, y'all. Look, y'all, the Four of Cups is being clarified by the Four of Cups. Both of y'all over here. Stop playing. Somebody a Rod Wave fan, y'all. Stop playing Rod Wave, y'all. That thing say what? Piece of your love. Somebody, you tired of getting the pieces. That's what this is, y'all. Both of y'all ain't even getting enough of each other, though. Both of y'all in the Four of Cups, y'all. Like, I don't know what you and this person did, but neither one of y'all are happy right now, y'all. Rod Wave, piece of your love, child. If you were here tonight all night, what's up? Right? Damn, baby, I miss you. Wishing I could kiss you. Thug love hit different. Stop playing, y'all. Both of y'all sitting over here like this. I could never make it up. That's why I love tarot. Both of y'all in the Four of Cups. Ain't neither one of y'all happy. Both of y'all sitting at separate houses, daydreaming about each other. Literally, y'all. But it's stagnant energy. Four of Cups. Piece of your love by Rod Wave. Put that on the Discord, y'all. I ain't never heard this song. I gotta go back and listen to this shit, y'all. That thing says, I've been thinking about somebody tripping. I'm telling you, y'all. Somebody tripping. Yeah. Somebody could have PTSD. I just saw the war or a veteran. Somebody, your person could have PTSD. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Somebody, your person got PTSD. I said that shit and the Ace of Swords came out. Oh, yeah, y'all. Somebody, your person is dealing with PTSD. Somebody's been through something, y'all. And let me tell you, it may not even be a war, y'all. Some people deal with PTSD because they've been in abusive ass situations, y'all. Let me tell you, I got PTSD. Me and my king had that conversation. I told him, I got PTSD. I grew up in a house with a crazy ass mama that was slamming doors, fussing, fighting, and yelling and shit. She was an addict. So she fucked up my nervous system because you never knew when she was going to pop off. Then I turned around and was in an 8-year marriage with somebody who was just like her, right? So he would pop off and slam doors and all of that shit. So I got PTSD. I'm not arguing with anybody. I'm not arguing with you. I ain't got time for that. If I feel like that shit is about to go left and I got to start cussing and fussing, I will check out, y'all. I will check out. That's protection for me and you both. Shit. Right? That's protection for me and you both, y'all. So I'm going to tell you, if you and your person have PTSD, right? If either one of you guys do, one of y'all going to check out. Because you don't want to feel like you arguing, y'all, but that's also not healthy. Because let me tell you, if you and your person really love each other, then you know that y'all aren't going to be crash outs, y'all. But yeah, Ace of Swords came out, y'all, with this Four of Cups. So somebody, your person has been really hurt. They have. Like somebody's been hurt in the past, y'all. And that's why they in this Four of Cups energy. Clarify the Four of Cups, y'all. All right. What's the Ace of Swords, Four of Cups? Justice, y'all stop playing. And the damn Emperor. What did I say? I could never make it up. Yo, person, Justice and the Emperor, y'all. So now there's a masculine that understands that He needs more peace, y'all. I'm hearing P-E-A-C-E, peace, right? He needs peace, y'all, because all he's able to give you is pieces of love. Like somebody can't even give you everything that you desire because they have not been happy. Somebody feels like they missed an opportunity. And I don't know if that's with you or in life in general. What is this energy I'm feeling? What is this energy I'm feeling? Hold on, y'all. Is this? Yeah, stop playing, y'all. God said, look at the bottom of the deck. Trauma. It says, I'm working through my trauma so I can be whole for you. Somebody, your masculine is going through an awakening. That thing says awakening, y'all. Girl, that thing said, God changed my life. I could never make it up, y'all. Who? The emperor, y'all. Stop playing. Your man going through a damn awakening. That thing says, I'm going through a spiritual awakening right now. I'm transforming into the person I've chosen to become. Why? Because change is a choice. Y'all, God is God. Destiny is destiny. But change is a choice, y'all. And you have to make the decision. You cannot say that I know that God has a destiny and plan for me, but then think that it's just going to happen without you choosing it, right? You have to choose God. God gives everybody free will, y'all. And I be telling y'all, your person ain't running from you. They're running from God. 828, y'all. 8 is manifestation, but 2 is decision making. And even if you pray for a blessing, if you pray for a woman of God, if you pray for a man of God, if you pray for somebody who simply wants to support and be there with you so that God can what? Change your life. You still got to decide, y'all. God will drop a whole angel in front of you. But if you reject it, the angel will be what? Out the door. The fool, y'all. The angel will be out the door. So what you got to realize is that they have to make the choice to choose God, not you. Right? A man is not choosing you. So if I hear another damn woman say, I don't understand why he won't choose me. I don't understand why he won't choose me. That man ain't choosing you. He got to choose the God in you. And some people don't like a sovereign woman. Let's be clear. You can't lie to a sovereign woman. You can't cheat on a sovereign woman. You can't do low vibrational toxic shit. So it's not that they aren't choosing you. They are not choosing God. And that is their decision, y'all. That's on them. Because I'm going to tell you, y'all, somebody, y'all got differences. Culture is at the bottom, y'all. Culture. It literally says there are cultural norms and expectations that I need to overcome before we can really be happy together. Why? Because if a man is worried about what people think, y'all can't be together. Whether it's different cultures, different races, different ethnicities, different ages, most divine unions, y'all, are different. Why? Because y'all are supposed to show up in this world and say, it's okay for an older woman to be with a younger man. It's okay for an older man to be with a younger woman. It's okay for people to date interracially. It's okay for people to date with the same sex. It is okay. But if you are afraid to be your true authentic self, then you can't deal with that, y'all. Some people are afraid to just be real, y'all. So somebody, you dealing with somebody who he afraid, y'all. Somebody afraid what people think, child, or she. Take it how it resonates. Somebody is afraid. But guess what? God say, don't fucking play. If you love her, it don't matter. I could never make it up, y'all. Thank you, Chosen. God say, if you love her, it don't matter, y'all. 1, 2, 3 on the viewers, y'all. 1, 2, 3. If you love somebody, don't none of that shit matter, y'all. And that's what you got to realize. These people don't love you because they don't love themselves. Because if they love themselves, don't none of that matter. So just because somebody is telling you that they love you, they don't love you, y'all. People don't love you. If they worried about what their mama, cousin, sister, brother, them think, they don't love you because they don't love themselves. Because a man or a woman who loves themselves don't give a fuck about what people think, y'all. That's stupid. Grow up. So somebody, it's culture. Like, it's culture. Show me this energy. What is this? Somebody is against this, y'all. Look, a Queen of Swords in reverse because you the Empress, bitch. Sorry, y'all. I don't like when the karmics come out. I get the cussing, y'all. I don't like when the karmics come out, y'all, because the emperor is out here, y'all, and you are the empress. And somebody in this person's culture coming in as a Queen of Swords in reverse don't like it, y'all. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Queen of Swords. right? You the empress. Why? Because justice is out here again, y'all. We have seen justice in this reading so many times today. Justice is 3D, y'all. Judgment is 5D. Somebody, you finna get 3D. 3D, y'all, because you are the empress and this is your person, y'all, the damn emperor. But whoever this Queen of Swords is in reverse, they trying to block it, y'all. All right, somebody, you got a hater in the midst. You got a whole hater in the midst. Why? Because if you love her, what you gonna do about it, y'all? Right? You can't just tell me, I love you, I love you. Love means nothing, y'all. Let's be clear. Love don't mean nothing. Love is not a thing. I don't care about love, y'all. I'm a realist, right? Because love is an emotion. And emotions come and go, child. You love somebody as soon as they doing right by you. As soon as somebody ain't doing right, then you always somebody, I don't love them. Child, please. Love is a choice. And you got to wake up and choose to love people. Show me this damn Queen of Swords in reverse. Who is this person? Somebody that don't want y'all to get married. I cannot make it up, y'all. Wedding rings. So there's someone in opposition, y'all. Yeah, there's someone in opposition. They watching and stalking too, y'all. Whoever the Queen of Swords is in reverse, they watching. And they want to see if this person, look, they wanted this person to feel like they weren't enough for you, y'all. That's definitely somebody's mama. Queen of Swords in reverse, y'all. Somebody or an ex, somebody wanted somebody to feel like they weren't enough. This is your soulmate, y'all. Soulmates is here. Literally, soulmates, y'all. Right? This is a soul connection, a partnership, a soul contract, y'all. You could already be married to this person, y'all, because it says union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love and devotion. But somebody is stalking you, y'all. Absolutely. Watching, looking, stalking, trying to see what you got going on, y'all. Let me see what this person is. Let me get another deck, y'all. All right, y'all. Welcome to the live, y'all. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. It's all love and light over here, y'all. Your daily astrology, love, life, and relationships, y'all. And sometimes folk just be mad, y'all. Why do I want to use this deck? Okay, let's see, guys. All right, what sunglasses, y'all? All right, let's clarify sunglasses. Somebody is watching, looking, y'all. Somebody's stalking you. Somebody's stalking you. Yeah, this person lacks some type of confidence, though, y'all. What is this energy? Somebody, you took your power back. This is what this is. Your channel song is "Watch Me Glow," child. That's why they watching you, y'all. Stop playing. Sunglasses says watching, looking. Why? Because you glowing, y'all. Stop playing. Your channel song says "Take my power back" and then "Watch me glow." Somebody named Katrina. All right, I got Katrina. All right, y'all. Somebody, they watching, y'all. Look, because you walked away, y'all, leaving. Somebody, you really did take your power back, y'all. Leaving came out. Your channel song is "Take My Power Back." All right, somebody, you walked away. Yeah, you independent as hell, y'all. Somebody, you could be a tattoo artist or you got a bunch of tattoos. So somebody, you walked away. It says independent, leaving. Or this person feel like you're going to leave, y'all. So somebody, I feel like you begin to understand. Let me tell you, y'all, let's talk about it, Divine Feminine. When you are in situations, even in love, y'all, and even if it's your person, when your person continues to reject you, you will begin to feel like this. A divine feminine will question her own worthiness when your king rejects you. So God say, guess what? Back up, y'all. If that man is rejecting you and he beginning to make you question your healing, and if you are enough, God say, back that shit up. Somebody, you had to back that thing up. All right. Somebody, you had to back it up, right? Because somebody, you begin to look at yourself and say, well, dang, am I lacking confidence? Am I sabotaging myself? Right. But no, you were just frustrated, y'all. Like somebody, you were very frustrated by this whole situation. So it's not like you necessarily was sabotaging yourself. It's just that you frustrated, y'all. Absolutely. Like somebody, you got to the point where you just like, I just feel like I'm not enough. And that's when God gonna step in and say, okay, well then you're gonna have to walk away. Because at the point you have healed, and you're independent, y'all, you can't be with somebody that makes you feel like you're not enough, y'all. And that's what this energy is. Yeah. You've learned from the past, Queen. Say that. My divine feminine say, all you got to do is show me that shit once. Somebody showed you once. They made you feel like you were not enough. And you said, okay, I just can't do this then, y'all. Somebody, you learn from the past. And I love that. Like your whole perception has changed at this point. And you realize that when someone is working on their trauma, you can't be with them, y'all. Hurt people. And that's real, y'all. That's real. All right. Hurt people absolutely hurt people. And if you allow people that have been hurt to stay in you and around you, you will continue to get hurt, y'all. Why? Because the snake is at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. Somebody, this is the competition. This person right here has been in competition with you, y'all. That's what I just heard. Like this person has been, look, holding a grudge, y'all, every time. So whoever this snake is, y'all, this is somebody who I feel like they're very close to either you or your person. They're very close. And whoever this person is, y'all, I mean, I don't know. I don't give a fuck, really. What is this energy? Oh, because y'all ride or die, y'all. Thank you, Unbothered Empress. Oh my God, thank you so much, love. Look, because this y'all ride or die, y'all. You and this man are ride or die, y'all. Look at this damn ride or die. This your ride or die, y'all. Somebody just mad. And it's sad, y'all, right? That people cannot just be happy, y'all, in love, right? People just won't let you be happy, y'all. And that's so sad. Because y'all just want to be together. Somebody named Levon. Vaughn. All right, that could be your man name, Levon. I'm seeing that, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna tell you, y'all, this snake, child, somebody had to see who this person was, y'all. This person is crazy. Yeah. All right, God showed somebody they got to dust it off. Yeah. Dust it off, y'all. So I feel like you got to be unconcerned. Yeah, God say, don't even worry about this person, y'all. I love it. Dust it off, y'all, because you finna hit the jackpot, y'all. Somebody, you finna walk into some unexpected money, y'all. That thing says winning money, got rich inheritance, and unexpected money. And the reason you understand that, y'all, is because when you begin to heal, you get access, y'all, to infinite abundance, right? You begin to understand what you can have. Somebody, you got somebody in competition with you, y'all. Yeah, because you a queen rising. I could never make it up. All right, y'all. This person is your biggest competition. Somebody, this could be a friend. Queen of Swords in reverse, y'all. But you stepping into your own power, y'all. All right. And I'm talking about you get a lot of praise, y'all. Like people are coming. Somebody, you finna come into the spotlight. Because now I'm hearing Jennifer Hudson spotlight, y'all. And this person, yeah. This is a fake smile, y'all. Whoever this Queen of Swords is in the reverse, this isn't really somebody that liked you, y'all. Somebody was putting on a whole lot of fake energy. Show me this person. Show me this. What's fake smiles with the Queen of Swords in reverse? Seven of Cups. Confusion spells, y'all. Yeah. That's who was keeping this masculine confused, y'all. Seven of Cups. Somebody was confused, y'all, because this person was smiling and pretending like they were nice, y'all. But this person wasn't nice at all, y'all. And that's why your person was confused, y'all. Look, Ace of Cups. I could never make it up. Ace of Cups flew out, y'all. Ace of Cups. Somebody, you finna get a new love or a new relationship or a start over, y'all. Like this could be a do-over, y'all, because now somebody sees who this person really is. See, this who this person really is, y'all. This ain't the same person, y'all. That ain't that same person. This who this person is right here. Now, when you begin to understand, y'all, that there are certain people around you who are simply sent to manipulate your mind, y'all. That's mind manipulation and confusion magic, y'all. That's crazy. Five of Swords. Somebody is a whole damn bully and they walk around smiling like they are of the light is literally what I just heard God say. And this person is not of the light, y'all. Like this person got a fake smile, but they aren't, y'all. What is this? Somebody's family. House is in the reverse. Y'all know anytime I take a deck out, I always look at the bottom. House is in the reverse. Lust is in the reverse. I told you, y'all, these be these karmic people that want to keep men in masculine and lustful energy. So at the point kings begin to get out of that lustful energy, guess what you do? Listen to God. Somebody, your life past 7. All right, messages out here. All right, 7, July 20th could be significant, y'all. So now somebody sees the envy of the jealousy of whoever this person is, or you will in the distant future. So I'm going to tell you, y'all, if you don't know who this person is, God says, listen, because I'm about to show you who it is, y'all. Somebody, God about to show you. As soon as you choose you, I choose me is your channel song, y'all. As soon as you choose you, you see who this jealous, envious person is, y'all. Somebody, this person got a fake smile. And I'm telling you, this person is a bully, y'all. Who? Family. I could never make it up, y'all. That shit, say what? Family, jealousy, envy, y'all. This is somebody in your family. I told you. I can never make it up. This is the energy, y'all. and the energy don't change if the people don't change. Y'all, the energy does not change if the people don't change. I read energy, and that's why the messages usually are similar, right? Of course, you can read it any way you want, but no, the fuck you can't. That shit is obvious as hell. I was gonna say, no, you can't. That shit say family, jealousy, envy, distant future. Because somebody released their lust, right? Begin to really listen to God. And now you see that it's your family. House is in the reverse, y'all. So somebody, this is what it is. You got a whole mad, jealous family, y'all. Your whole damn family jealous of you. And now you see that, y'all. Look, entity attachment. Ice King and false narrative. People in your family have been telling people that you got a demon. Sorry, that's what this is, y'all. Like they have been painting a whole false narrative, y'all, that there is a masculine who a demon. These people talking about you got an entity attachment. That's your damn grandma, y'all. Your grandma telling people you got an entity attachment, but it's a false narrative, y'all. They trying to tear a man's reputation down. This your family, y'all. And that's why this masculine is, look, manipulation. Manipulation, y'all. Your family trying to manipulate you. So you'll be in poverty. But poverty is in the reverse, y'all. They couldn't even do it. But that's what they was trying to do. They trying to keep you, look, divine masculine. I could never make it up. Intuitive Kev is right behind that. But they trying to block your intuition, y'all. Stop playing. Intuitive Kev is in the reverse. Stop playing. Show me this energy. What's intuitive Kev in the reverse? The Queen of Cups. Somebody wanted to block their intuition about you, Queen. Queen of Cups, y'all. Divine masculine. Blocking their intuition, y'all. Intuitive Kev is in the reverse. About who? The Queen of Cups, y'all. I could never make it up. Why? The moon wanted them scared. Somebody didn't want them to see the truth of the secrets, y'all. Somebody been painting a false narrative. That's the secret, y'all. Secrets is false narrative, y'all. You got people in your family who is painting a false narrative and telling people that you got some type of entity attachment so that they could keep you in poverty. Their manipulation is not working. I could never make it up, y'all. I'm talking about it. They wanted you to be insecure, y'all. Like somebody wanted you to be in doubt. They wanted you not to listen to your intuition, y'all. That's what the moon is. And intuitive Kev is in the reverse. So this is definitely a message for a man, y'all, where people just didn't want you to listen to your intuition because then you would see them. You would see them, y'all. What's the intuitive Kev in the reverse with the moon? Around winter. Your whole life changed around wintertime. You felt like you was really losing everything, y'all. Around winter. Something took place around winter, y'all. And that's when you begin to see, okay, wait, something is going on with my life, y'all. Look, and that's when you and your person went into separation. These people start attacking y'all in the wintertime. Y'all went into separation because this person was supposed to commit to you, y'all. Commitment is out here. Somebody was supposed to commit to you around the wintertime, y'all. And honestly, y'all went into separation then. That thing says silence. Silence, y'all. Like things literally went silent in the wintertime because of whoever these people are, y'all. And that's crazy because it was all somebody else's manipulation, though. All somebody else's manipulation to keep two people in separation, y'all. And guess what you decided to do, Divine Feminine, though? You chose you. That's all you have to do, queens, right? You ain't got to do nothing but choose you. If somebody's family is coming against y'all and you going through stuff, you don't have to do anything. Don't fuss at him. Just choose you. I don't have time to tell you that your family crazy because you know they crazy, y'all. Everybody know your family. That's like me saying, I don't know my mama, them crazy. I know my damn family crazy. So they're capable of anything. It is nothing that people can tell me about my family that I would not believe. But if your ego is big, you see your family and you still be around them. Nah, that's all right. That's just them. That ain't temperance, y'all. That is not temperance. So there's a separation that took place around the wintertime, y'all, between you and your person. And this is a marriage, y'all. That thing says commitment, marriage, soulmate, energy, sharing goals. This is either somebody you married to, y'all already together, and y'all share goals. But this separation, y'all, or silence took place, y'all, because somebody was worried about what people thought. I could never make it up. I told you. Appearances. Now this person feels shame, y'all, because they was worried about what people thought about you and them the whole time, y'all. The whole time. They worry about it. And I don't know, that worry is sabotage, y'all. Let me tell you, that's straight self-sabotage if you worry about what people think about what the hell you got going on under your roof. Because it's none of their business. If you are in a relationship, a union, it's none of their damn business, y'all. This joy, you earned it. Stop playing, y'all. That's your channel song. This joy, you earned this joy, y'all. And people be worried about the wrong thing, y'all. Look, this person was out here partying. What did I say? Clown. Somebody was clowning, y'all. I cannot make it up. Somebody was clowning, y'all. You was hitting rock bottom, and this person was partying. I'm talking about living in the moment, child. You going through the worst moment of your life, y'all. And this person they was hanging out, y'all. I ain't front, y'all. I'm just gonna have to tell you the truth. I just read the energy, child. Somebody, you needed this person, and they was partying. Yeah. And you felt hurt, y'all. Clarity, truth, revelations, y'all. Somebody, your person was supposed to honor and protect you. But I feel like when you needed them the most, whatever this is around wintertime, y'all, this person was out partying, y'all. They was having a good time because their family was trying to keep them in a damn energy attachment with this mask on, y'all. Literally with a mask on, hiding their true feelings, pretending, right? Pretending that they didn't even want to be there and support you. And you over here putting out fires by your damn self, y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy, and that's very unfortunate, y'all, because nobody wants to be in a relationship where you literally over here got to figure out what somebody is thinking, y'all. And whoever this person is, they've been wearing a mask, and when you needed them, they couldn't be there. What is that? Yeah, Ace of Wands. I could never make it up. Y'all know I always look at the bottom of the deck. All right, Ace of Wands, y'all. So I'm telling you, your person has some now type of excitement or something going on in their energy. Oh, child. Yeah. Somebody now realized that it's their fault that y'all was stagnant, y'all. See, the Hierophant is in the reverse. This stagnant relationship, y'all, is because y'all had misaligned values. Somebody, your person was still in a lifestyle when y'all met. That's what this energy is, y'all. Like this partying time with friends, having fun. There's nothing wrong with that, y'all, but everything is done in balance. I'm going to tell you, if you spending more times with your homegirl than your man, that's not balance. If you spending more time with your homeboys than your girls, that's not balance. If you spending more time with your kids than your husband, that's not balance. But if you spending more time with your kids than your wife, that's not balance. Everything deserves balance. There is no 1, 2, 3. It ain't no what come first, what come second, what come third. It's called all of that shit matters, y'all. That's stupid. Somebody got trust issues, y'all. That's your channel song, trust issues. Somebody got trust issues, y'all. It's no order. I don't have an order, y'all. Everything is equal in my life. My job, my business, my kids, my relationships, everything is equal. I don't prioritize one over the other. Why? Because I need all of them to survive. Hello. You need all of it to survive. You can't just be working and not worrying about anything else, y'all. And you can't just be with your kids all the time and not worry about working. So you have to be able to have balance. It's by Zavi XO. I ain't never heard this person. It says Trust Issues by Zavy, Zavi XO. Somebody, your person could have trust issues. This one got the lyrics, y'all. Let me say, oh yeah, y'all. That thing says, did you grow up apart or did he catch you cheating? Yeah, somebody had trust issues. It says, you don't text me back. I can trust that you sleeping. If it's late at night and you heard me out creeping, are you going to believe me? Oh, shit, y'all. That's the problem, y'all. Somebody got trust issues. And let me tell you, if you've never done anything to break somebody's trust and they don't trust you, that's their fucking problem. I am not the person to be convincing somebody to trust me. That's stupid as hell. If you don't understand a person's character and because your ex and people have done you wrong and you got trust issues, child, please. That shit between you and God. Somebody, that's what the issue is. Your person got trust issues, and that's why the Hierophant is in reverse, y'all. Your stagnant relationship is because y'all misaligned, y'all. Completely misaligned. The Lovers, I could never make it up. And the crazy thing is, y'all, it came out in reverse, I think, but it flipped over in my hand, and now it's in the upright. So like I said, y'all were misaligned. Maybe y'all better now, y'all. Yeah, because it says improvement in your love life. Yeah, that's what happened, y'all. So you and this person, y'all were misaligned, y'all. But with the 5 of coins in the reverse and the Lovers, I feel like now, yeah, what did I say? Now. As soon as I looked up, y'all, that thing says My Season Is Now by Jenny Love. Someone's name is Jenny or Jennifer Love. All right, y'all, your season is now. So I like how that energy switched though. Somebody King say, don't do that shit. I am not that person no more. The devil is in the bottom of the deck, y'all. Okay? The devil is at the bottom of the deck. Somebody King say, don't do that shit. I'm better now. I'm better now. Okay, your person better not. My bad. Okay, because this thing say the lovers and the five of coins in reverse, y'all. So somebody, your person is improving though. Yeah, it says improvement in your love life, becoming more open. All right, building friendships, y'all. So somebody, y'all were misaligned, but now somebody, yeah, say that shit, y'all. Ace of Pentacles. All right, y'all. Somebody wants a stable relationship. They really do want abundance and prosperity. And now they understand that it will come through this union, y'all. It does. Why? Because you the goddamn star, y'all, in the Six of Cups. Say that shit, y'all. The star and the Six of Cups. Beautiful energy, y'all. Ace of Pentacles. The star, y'all, and Six of Cups. So somebody, you're going to reconnect. Y'all, you and this person are going to heal. Whatever this energy is, y'all are going to heal. Y'all are going to return, right? The star is here. Both of these are healing energies, y'all. Six of Cups and the star. A lot of Aquarius, water energy as well. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. June 17th could have been significant. Yeah, I love this. Is this a, yeah. Okay, prosperity, beautiful energy, y'all. All right, anything else before we go to career? All right, so somebody, your person understood. Oh, yeah, they understood this karmic, y'all. Here she go again, y'all. This one is a Queen of Coins in reverse, y'all. Yep, you got a queen. Oh, yeah, this is the person, y'all. So somebody, your person realized that they were in an unhealthy relationship, either in their past or with somebody around them. Now, this person is coming in as a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, y'all. So this could be somebody else because I got the Queen of Swords in reverse, or this could be the same person. But the truth is this, y'all. Somebody said, if I remain in these unhealthy relationships because I have a fear of being alone, see, that's what it is. In relationships, y'all, are not always love. People will stay around family, even though it is unhealthy, because they fear doing it by themselves. How many of y'all have kids and y'all stay around unhealthy family because you fear raising your kids alone? You fear not having help from your friends and family, y'all. But guess what? Your season is now. Your season is now, y'all. You ain't got to worry about that. God is always going to bring you in the help that you need, but somebody, you got to follow your path. If you stay in something that's not happy around people, places, or things, then you got to understand you're only stagnating your own growth, y'all. You look lack of commitment. That's why you've had this lack of commitment, y'all, with the Page of Coins in reverse. You got to understand it's the people around you, y'all. Yeah, look, what did I say? The people around you, y'all, with the damn Three of Cups. The Three of Cups, y'all, and the Page of Swords in reverse. It's the people around you. And that's why y'all be arguing, y'all. You and this person be in conflict, y'all, and it has nothing to do with y'all. It's the people around y'all. Y'all be trying to avoid the arguments. Y'all striving for peace, y'all. Yeah. And guess what? Sis, you got this. All right, you got it, y'all. Sis, you got this. All right. Let me get you some love advice, y'all, and then I'm going to switch over to career. All right, let me give you some love advice, and then I'm going to switch over to career. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. All right. I will be letting you guys know later if we're going to do a full moon session tonight. I haven't decided yet because if I do it, I want to do it differently. You know, y'all know me. I like to change stuff up. Now I like to do stuff the same way. So if I do it, I want it to be different. So I'm going to consult with my guides after this morning's live and see how they want me to do it. And if it is, it will be on Discord, though it won't be on YouTube. Now, I may come back this afternoon, though, for afternoon tea. All right, to give y'all some messages this afternoon because I got to get content on the channel anyway. So it doesn't, matter if I record it or just go live with it, y'all. So I may be back at 1:11 for afternoon tea. All right, see what's going on in that energy for about an hour. All right, but then I'll let y'all know if I'm going to do a ritual on Discord. All right, make sure you guys join me on next Thursday, though, y'all. Many of the relationships that we are in, we don't know if these are actually relationships that are healthy or unhealthy, y'all. Sometimes you with your family and you feel like it's family, so it's healthy, but you don't understand that same relationship, y'all, can absolutely be stunning your own growth, especially when we're talking about career, y'all, because we're going to go into this career reading, and you got to understand you can't take everybody with you. Some meetings, right? Some places that you're going to be, child, everybody can't go with you. People might be embarrassed. And I'm going to tell you, y'all, if you can't take somebody with you anywhere you go, then they're not supposed to come with you anywhere you go. Oh, let me say that again. If you cannot take someone everywhere you are going, then they cannot go anywhere you are going. Always remember that. I don't know where I heard that from, unless God just said it, but that's literally what I heard. If you cannot take them anywhere, or everywhere, say it again, God, hold on. Okay, if you cannot take them everywhere, then they cannot go anywhere, right? Because I shouldn't have to say, I can take this friend over here, but I can't take that one over there, right? I can do this over here. Ain't nobody got time for that, y'all. Who got time for that? Then you be over here talking about, well, I can take this friend on this one, and then I can take this friend if I go over here. Then what does that mean, y'all? You ain't really got no friends. What that mean, y'all? That mean you ain't really got no friends, y'all. If you got to pick and choose who can go well with you, then you really ain't got no friends, y'all. All right, let's get into career, y'all. All right, somebody, you are an entrepreneur. All right, I got entrepreneur at the bottom of this deck, y'all. All right, let's see what's going on in the energy, y'all. What is going on in the energy? I hope you guys are having an amazing day, y'all. All right. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. I'm live every morning at 7:15 for your daily guidance, y'all. Join the Discord, y'all. Discord is the community that I created for beautiful souls like us, y'all. We don't quite believe in the tradition of the church anymore. While we do, right? No Bible. We think Bible is great. I don't think there's anything wrong with the Bible as long as you have a clear interpretation. And the interpretation has to come from a healed being, y'all. You cannot be broken and try to read the Bible. That's why most people are under control of the religious mindset, because your mind was broken and all you started doing was reading the Bible. Then your ass was even more confused, y'all. All right. So you got to understand, you got to heal before you can do certain things, y'all. I'm sorry. Bear with me, y'all. I got to put some of this shit away. I don't like chaos. So if y'all can't look, if y'all desk at work messy, then I don't know how the hell y'all getting any work done. All right, I have to clear this stuff out, y'all. All right, you don't want all that extra energy where it don't need to be. All right, y'all, let's get into this career reading. All right, let's see what it is that you need to know most at this time. All right, I got entrepreneur at the bottom of the deck. Somebody could be selling insurance. Ooh, confirmation, y'all, sneeze. All right, I got entrepreneur, I got insurance, and I got credit repair, and I have negotiate. All right. Now, there is nothing wrong with selling insurance, y'all, or credit repair for that, right? But I got to tell you this, y'all. A lot of times you got to be able to offer something different, and you want long money, y'all. I be telling y'all, some of the stuff that y'all come up, these entrepreneur ideas, some of them are great, but it ain't going to make you no millionaire. Right? So sometimes you got to understand what it is your long-term goal or intention is, y'all. Because a lot of times you have a great idea and it may bring you in $3,000 a month. That's a hobby. Y'all, the IRS considers that a hobby. Y'all don't have businesses. Y'all think y'all got a business. If your business is not making, I believe it's $7,000 a month or something, it's a hobby. Right? And let me tell you, if you are not making money, it is a hobby. The IRS considers it a hobby if you have no profit. So y'all be over here talking about, I'm going to just go get this business so I can write off stuff. Y'all know that shit don't count. I'm a CPA, y'all. You can go start whatever business you want, but you can only take the losses up to your income. And y'all be over here talking about, I'm just going to write off all of this stuff. Child, please. And that's why you can't afford nothing now. You go write off everything, and then you go over here try to get a car or a house, and they tell you don't make enough money because you listening to them dumbass people that's telling you to write everything off. Hello, somebody, you're a wellness, all right, entrepreneur, and wellness is here, y'all. So somebody, you can have a wellness business, a gym, fitness. All right, somebody, maybe you're opening a gym. I feel like that's a good idea, y'all. Gyms make a lot of money, y'all, because ain't nothing in there but the equipment. Hell, you ain't got a whole lot of overhead, y'all, other than the rent and the equipment, right? So, and I think most gyms lease that equipment and stuff, y'all, so that you can get maintenance contracts and stuff on it. And you know, we got all of these damn empty buildings around. So somebody, you're supposed to have some type of wellness business, y'all. It says, because you ensure that your body is fit, you also become the mouthpiece to what it is that you're doing. And now a wellness business is something that can be done along with other things. Like you can work a real job every day and still own a wellness business. Let's talk about this insurance though, y'all, because I'm gonna tell you, insurance, if you're doing it the right way, yes, you can make a lot of money, y'all. But that is an entrepreneur. Y'all need to stop letting people tell y'all to go sell insurance unless you are a real entrepreneur. Because if you selling insurance, bitch, you got to hustle that. Like you got to hustle to make some money selling insurance. And a lot of y'all just be like, oh no, I'm gonna go sign up with Prime America. Child, you getting $5 a week. Right? You ain't making no money, y'all. So somebody, if you're considering insurance, it's fine, but that takes time because you got to build a pipeline, y'all. And that ain't nothing where you just gonna go be an insurance person and just start making money, y'all. So somebody, you might can look into insurance, but you got to understand that it's gonna take time to build that, y'all. Yeah, girl, stop playing. That thing say exhausted. I could never make it up, y'all. I don't know about that insurance idea, y'all. Exhausted is clarifying that. So we'll see. All right, I got credit repair out here. Let's see what this credit repair is. Now, I'm going to tell you, y'all, again, credit repair is great. But what make your credit repair any different, right? What make you any different, right? So if you're going to say, okay, I'm going to have a credit repair business, right? What's going to make yours any different? Shantae, I did that last week at a call center. I literally made $20. I quit after 6 weeks. For real, y'all. Them people be trying to get y'all to do work for them, to put money in their pockets. It is not for y'all, child. Insurance, they make more money than you would ever make, y'all. All right, I got a client that's an insurance agency. All right, the agency makes money, but them damn people don't make no money, y'all. All right, let's see. What is this energy behind credit repair? What is the energy behind? Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. Perfect fit came out. So I'm going to tell you, y'all, whatever it is with this credit repair energy, y'all, it does say perfect fit. It says finding the right path to fit with the soul of the ideal job. So I'm going to tell you, I'm hearing two messages with this, though. Number one, depending on the job you're going for, y'all, they will check your credit. So some of y'all, you need to fix your damn credit because jobs can check your credit because they want to see if you are responsible, y'all. And responsible people ain't got fucked up credit. They don't. You pay your bills, right? Now, you might have a slip up or something, but it's not horrible credit, y'all. And for whoever wants to start this credit repair business, you can do it, but you're going to have to think outside the box. All right, what's negotiate? Let's clarify negotiate, y'all. Let me be me. Ooh, let me be me. Oh, let me be. Yeah. All right, somebody. I heard professional poker player. Somebody, you a professional gambler, right? But God saying you got, or this could be investments, right? Because all of that is gambling, trading, day stocks, all of that, y'all. But you got to slow down, y'all. The economy is horrible. Negotiate is here, right? So I feel like you need to slow down and really begin to understand some of the moves that you're making. Transformation is at the bottom of the deck, y'all. So I feel like in general, right, the energy is transforming when it comes to career because of the economy, y'all. See, you got to understand economics, supply and demand, y'all. I'm a CPA. The economy changes. People's needs change, y'all. So just because you have some great and wonderful business that used to do well, it may not do well now. I'm going to tell you, y'all, it is some major YouTube people that I follow. This algorithm fucking them up, or they need to change their style of reading, because I'm talking about it's people, y'all, with 250,000 followers and they videos ain't even breaking 5,000. Right? Their videos ain't breaking 10,000. And I'm like, what is going on? But God said it is, right? The algorithm, number one, but it's also your messaging, y'all. We are moving in a healed state, right? People want to be healed. People don't want to keep hearing about karmics and all of this stuff, y'all. So somebody, you might need to change your messaging is what I'm hearing for somebody. I don't know who that is, right? But it isn't that what you're doing is wrong. Maybe you just need to change your messaging. Show me this entrepreneur who is in wellness. Show me the entrepreneur who's in wellness. Yeah, retirement. All right, so this wellness is for somebody who is going into retirement, You need to research and go ahead and do this, y'all. Like, now that you're living a healthy lifestyle, it's time for you to teach others. It might be older people, y'all. That would be a great niche. Y'all know Andrea Kelly, R. Kelly's ex-wife. She teaches dance and burlesque to women of over 40. Right? You find your niche, y'all, and somebody you can find. Maybe it's women over 40, men over 40, right? Whatever it is, y'all. But somebody I feel like you're going to do really well at this. Show me this energy. All right. Yeah, y'all, that thing say talent. 8 of Pentacles, y'all. Yeah. This will allow you to showcase your talents and receive financial rewards. All right. You got to avoid the financial issues, though, when you start this, y'all, because a lot of times you don't want to get a lot of debt. I'm telling you, y'all, don't get a lot of debt now, right? If you can finance, lease the equipment or something, you don't want debt going into a business, y'all, because you don't understand how it will be. And then you owe these people all this damn money, y'all. So whatever this is, I feel like it's definitely going to pay off with the 8 of Pentacles. All right. Make sure that you aren't overly generous. All right. Make sure that you aren't overly generous when you hire people is what I'm hearing. Because sometimes, you know, you give away everything. Now, y'all know, y'all, if y'all are entrepreneur, I'm talking entrepreneurs, right? Entrepreneurs, right? So if you are an entrepreneur and you're going into this business and now you giving too much away, you ain't going to earn no money, y'all. And many people make that mistake. Just because your shit is new, don't mean it need to be free. Hello. Right? Just because it's new don't mean it need to be free. You just need to position it so that it looks like you need to buy it, right? It don't need to be free. Too many people give away stuff when they first start their businesses, y'all. It can be inexpensive, but it don't need to be free. And it only needs to be an entry price, y'all. Yeah, because what? Your channel song is I Stop Giving. Stop giving your stuff away for free, y'all. Because I'm actually going to go in and increase my prices. Hey, I got a couple of personal readings to get out today, y'all. If you got a reading and it's not been returned, it'll be returned today. I do readings on Thursdays. That's why I'm not sure if I'm going to go live today, y'all, this afternoon, because I want to get the personal readings done. So I'll let y'all know if I will be live at 1:11 this afternoon, which I probably will, because I think I only have 2 or 3 personal readings to do. All right, y'all. So don't be too generous. All right. For whoever this entrepreneur is, don't be too generous with other people when you start. Find people that can be interns, y'all. When I started my firm, I used interns because nobody afford no damn accountants and bookkeepers when you first started. So I use interns. All right. Let's talk to my insurance people. All right. If you are considering selling insurance and you are exhausted, because exhausted is out here, y'all, experiment. I love it, y'all. That's beautiful. Just experiment a little more then, y'all. Right? It says experiment. It says when you find yourself feeling indecisive about which direction to go, don't be afraid to experiment with multiple options to figure out what works for you. I actually love that, y'all, because let me tell you, it's different types of insurance, just like it's different types of all professions, y'all. Like, you got to understand, I'm a CPA, and the first thing people say, you do taxes? Fuck no, I hate taxes, y'all. I don't fool with the IRS. Now, can I prepare tax returns? Yeah. What CPA don't know how to do tax returns, y'all? But is that a part of the business that I push? No, I don't want to do your taxes. I do not want you calling me talking about when my refund coming. I ain't got time for that. Right? I ain't got time for that. I do not want you calling me talking about I ain't got my refund. All right, so somebody, you need to experiment though with different types of insurance, just because, or whatever your career is, y'all, because every career has different fields, right? There's a different field that you can go into, y'all. So it ain't got to be, it can be life insurance, it can be health insurance. Because I'm gonna tell you, y'all, health insurance brokers make a whole lot more, y'all, than life insurance brokers. Why? Because you get commission and royalties off of the amount, y'all. Life insurance is cheap as hell, but health insurance is expensive, right? You got to be smart about it, y'all. That's all it means. You just got to be smart about it, all right? So somebody, you need to experiment with what types of what types of insurance you want, y'all. 6 of Pentacles, all right? Because you will find something that is going to give to you and it's going to work out, right? It just may not be. Yeah, the Magician is in reverse. I heard liability insurance. With the Magician being in reverse, that's when your ass can't figure some shit out, y'all. So somebody, it might be liability. Oh yeah, y'all. Liability insurance or What's another one, y'all? Because some of them don't pay a lot. Like homeowners insurance, that shit cheap. Like you got to go through things that really are. Look, Page of Wands, y'all, and the damn Emperor. Yeah, I love it, y'all. So my insurance people, y'all, you just got to realize what types of insurance that you're selling, and only sell the ones, y'all, that give you a high earning commission over a period of time. Not something that's gonna give you 5 cents. 5 cents every 6 months, y'all. Stop playing. All right. So somebody, let's get to my credit repair people. All right. If you are interested in this or you need credit repair, y'all. Yeah, girl. Somebody, freedom of time. I don't know who idea this is, y'all, but I'm gonna tell you, I keep hearing this message 2 ways. So somebody, when you fix your credit, you will become a perfect fit for whatever it is that you want. Why? Because I am a CPA. How many people come to me and say, I need a loan for my business. I need this. I need that. You can't even get no loan for your business, y'all, unless your credit is fixed. There is no business loan that does not check your personal credit. Remix, I pick it. There is no loan ever, not even the SBA, y'all. Every loan is going to check your personal credit. So y'all need to stop listening to TikTok and Instagram talking about just start an LLC and they'll give you $20,000. No, the fuck they won't. Not with no fucked up credit. They'll do it with an 800 credit score. They will when you got an 800 credit score. But y'all be listening to them people. Them people ain't gonna give you their money and you got a bad credit score. Lies you tell. Lies you tell, y'all. People be lying. All right. So I'm telling you, somebody, you got to fix your credit and then you will be a perfect fit. Why? Because then you'll have freedom of time to do whatever it is that you want, y'all. It says the freedom to do whatever you want with your time is one of the ultimate benchmarks of an abundant life, y'all. You are the master of your schedule. And then you can have multiple businesses, y'all. Why? Because you are still her. Beautiful. Someone's name is Crystal. All right. It says still her. All right. You are still her, y'all. All right. Let's get to this last one, y'all. So this one is negotiate and gambling. All right. What is this energy about? Negotiate and gambling. All right, y'all. We got advocate. I love it, y'all. Advocate. And that's what negotiating is. Somebody, you are an advocate. And let me tell you, you don't mind taking a gamble. Like you don't mind taking that risk. Thank you, love. Thank you, Alera. It says you will find so much fulfillment in working for a cause that you truly believe in because you're a great negotiator, y'all. And I'm going to tell you, somebody, you can build a consulting company off of being an advocate, y'all. People are not applying for these jobs or these agencies cannot afford employees. So they will hire you as a contractor under your own LLC or business simply for you to be an advocate, like a child advocate, right? A court-appointed child advocate, a court-appointed advocate for adults with disabilities, right? All of these things are contracts, y'all, that you can get. You just need an LLC and then you go sign up and say that you want to be an advocate, y'all. So somebody you are, and you can get contracts with that. I love that. That is beautiful, y'all. Show me this advocate. Look, because you've been through it before, y'all. Page of Wands. Say that, y'all. Somebody you've been through as a child. And now you're supposed to advocate for other people, y'all, so that they can release their own burdens. Y'all, this is spiritual. All of these are wands. Wands is spirit, y'all. Like you are a wounded healer. I'm getting Chiron. All right. You the wounded healer, y'all. 9 of Wands. So you're supposed to advocate for others to release the same burden. And a lot of this is a transformation spiritually, y'all, of a shedding of their own skin. Say that, y'all. Shedding, y'all. Transformation. Somebody, you're an advocate and you're going to allow people to transform. 8 of Pentacles. Focus. All right. All you got to do is focus on what it is that you want, y'all. I love that. Yeah, this is a part of your journey. The Fool. Somebody, you got to take that leap of faith. Yeah, you are an advocate. I love that, y'all. All right, y'all, let's get into your higher purpose messages as we get ready to end out this morning's live. All right, thank you guys so much for tapping in. All right, with me this morning. All right, like I said, I may be back this afternoon at 1:11 for afternoon tea. All right, more than likely I will. All right. So keep an eye out. I usually set the thumbnail in advance. All right, to let you know. All right, if I will be live. All right, y'all, let's get your higher purpose messages. All right, what are we shedding? All right, what are we shedding today, y'all? This is my soul's journey. All right, lessons card deck. All right, so I want to see, all right, under all of this beautiful, expansive energy, all right, what we need to know to carry out this weekend, y'all. This is a holiday weekend, y'all. I hope y'all spend time, all right, with your family, with your loved ones. I know so many people say they don't subscribe to holidays, y'all, but at least it's a day that everything is closed and you can take off. I don't really care about pagan holidays, y'all, but sometimes you look forward to the fact that the bank's closed. Ain't no damn body calling you. Traffic is less, right? You can go see some fireworks or something, y'all. So have a beautiful weekend, y'all. All right. Overall, of course, I'll be back in the morning per usual. All right. Friendships, y'all. I love it. Friendships. It says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason, y'all. So somebody, you've been learning a lot of lessons about friendships. And now understanding that people have been in your life for a reason, some only for a season, y'all. Look, surrender. All right, somebody, you're learning how to surrender today. It says, I can release my need to control. Oh, gratitude. Now, gratitude has come out twice, y'all. So be thankful to God, y'all. You know, life ain't all that you want sometimes. But it could be worse, y'all. All right. It can absolutely be worse. If you hear it, you're breathing, then God says, have gratitude, y'all. Every breath in your body, right? Every breath in your body. It says, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. All right. We got abundance. Beautiful, y'all. Abundance. All right. Abundance says, I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. All right, somebody, you manifesting everything that you want into your reality, y'all. That's beautiful. All right, imagination. God says, so as long as you can imagine it, y'all, you can have it. And that's what when many people fall short right here, y'all. Y'all stop believing that you can have what God says you can have. You can have whatever you want, y'all. And a lot of times you just stop imagining it. So it says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. All right, nourish your mind today, y'all. Nourish your mind. Perseverance. I love it. Perseverance, y'all. It says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. All right. The next one, indecision. All right. Get rid of the indecision, y'all. It says, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. I tell you, y'all, any decision I need to make. Me and Kashari was talking about it. I don't care if you ain't got nothing but a coin, y'all. Flip a coin, right? Whatever tool you need to use to connect with God. Flip a coin. Put your trust in the heads of the tail, y'all. Because really, it's God that your trust is in. So any indecision, y'all, you have to use your intuition. All right. And then honesty. Beautiful. A lot of purple, y'all. A lot of crown and third eye energy today, y'all. A lot of crown and third eye. All of this is beautiful purple energy, y'all. So somebody, it's honesty. It says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. All right. What's the next one? Ooh, freedom. Beautiful throat chakra energy, y'all. Freedom. All right, freedom. It says, I possess the power of I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. All right. You have the freedom, y'all, to create your own happiness. You just had to accept it. All right. What is the final message before we get into our angel numbers? Oh, health. Beautiful, y'all. Focus on your health today, y'all. I focus on your health. It says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Honor your health today, y'all. Pay attention to your body. Drink plenty of water, y'all, because I'm in Florida. Golly, the heat, y'all. Oh my God, the heat has been unbearable. All right, so I don't know, y'all. This global warming and all of this stuff that be going on in the astrology, y'all, it's real. The heat be so stifling, y'all, you can't even breathe. You be like, Lord, what is going on? All right, y'all. Y'all know how we do. Let's get to these angel numbers, y'all. All right, let's get to these angel numbers. Now, y'all know I will pull about, I think, 4 or 5. I don't know. I do my pyramid. All right, and then y'all know we guessed the last number. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the live. I will see y'all on the Discord, y'all, for our afternoon set. All right, our music set on the Discord, y'all. All right, let's see what these angel numbers are looking like, y'all. It's hot in Detroit. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, it's hot everywhere, y'all. Thank you, love, for the high five. Thank you. Child, it is, y'all. It's so dang on hot. All right, y'all. Let's see. What are your angel numbers? I gotta clean up my house today, y'all. 23. All right, somebody, you could be born on the 23rd. All right, I have 23. It says, I am adventurous, y'all. It says you have a zest for life and you are eager to experience anything and everything possible. You love change and excitement and need both for you. Life is an adventure, child, to be lived to the fullest. All right, y'all. The number 23. You got to live life, y'all, because you only got but one. What you think you're going to come back again? Stop playing, y'all. 333. All right, 333, y'all. That's your room number. Your room number 302. I love it. Right, 333, y'all. It says, I am powerful. It says you are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Law. Live your truth and be a positive light to others. I am powerful. All right. The number 88, y'all. It says, I am wealthy. All right. It says you are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which bring financial and material abundance into your life. I am wealthy. All right. What else, y'all? We got 222, y'all. Beautiful. All right. 222, y'all. It says trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and actions. I am balanced. I had to look at the song, y'all. The song says Deep Theory. All right, Deep Theory Foreplay. I don't know about that song. I don't know, y'all. All right, y'all. What is the next angel number? All right, the next angel number, y'all, is 19. I am a pioneer, y'all. All right, it says, I am a pioneer. Independence and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life and in work and are not afraid to take big risks to achieve the life you desire. I am a pioneer. All right, y'all. Y'all ready, moderators, for this last number? All right, y'all. Y'all know how we do. All right, with this last number, when the moderators put the green, it means go. You can guess whatever number you feel like may come out. These are angel numbers. All right, guess what the number may be. If you are the winner, you will get to send me one question. You have to go to the Discord and submit your question. I think I got maybe 2 or 3 to get back out. Those are really short ones. All right. So moderators, are y'all ready? Did I miss the little red thing? I don't think I missed it. All right, there we go. Green. There we go. All right, y'all, put your numbers in the comments, y'all. All right, put those numbers in the comments. I'm going to pull it right off the top. So I'm just going to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And I'll give y'all some time to put the numbers in the comments, y'all. All right, and I'm going to pull it off the top. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, y'all. All right, moderators, stop. All right, y'all. The numbers that are in between the green and the red. We got, what's that? Oh, 29? I don't think nobody got that. Did anybody get 29? That's a random ass number. 29, y'all. That's random. All right, anybody get it? If not, I'll do. Yeah, that's a random one, y'all. So I'll, of course, do it again on my afternoon live, y'all. All right, the number 29. It says you are highly intuitive. I like it, though, y'all. the number 29. It says you are highly intuitive and creative. Your mind thinks in pictures and you seem to draw information and ideas from out of the sky. A powerful drive to know the oneness of all things. I am insightful. All right, remember, y'all, you are insightful. All right, let me get you a badass affirmation. These for my ladies. All right. I got my little badass affirmation deck. Oh, that came out quick, y'all. All right, child. What this thing say? Oh, I love it, y'all. This is my favorite. That thing says happiness is a choice. And today I choose to be over the fucking top happy. Hello. Choose, y'all, with 144. I love it, y'all. Thank y'all so much. We got 144 thumbs up on this morning's live, y'all. Be happy. All right. Happiness is a choice. And today I choose to be over the fucking top happy. Have a beautiful day, y'all. All right. Choose happiness, y'all. It's worth it. Because we spent a long time being broken, y'all. Always remember that. We have spent a long time being broken. Today, choose happiness. It just makes you smile, y'all. It makes life so much better. You can choose to be miserable or you can choose to be happy. I'll see y'all on the Discord, y'all. All right. And I'll let y'all know if we'll have an evening session, but 9 times out of 10, I will be back at 1:11. All right. For y'all afternoon reading. I see what's talking about this afternoon. All right. So y'all have a blessed day. Love and light as always. The Lady Empath 1111. Thank you, Alara. If y'all are ready to start your journey to self, y'all join the Discord. All right. I created that for all of us, y'all, just to be able to be authentically you. Just being authentically you, y'all. See y'all later.